I'm already done with my drink.
Dude, you just got here.
We just started.
We literally just started.
Like, that's not good, but it might make this first hour good of before and after hours.
I can agree with that. I already started at 10 this morning.
You did the Renaissance Fair up in Bristol, right?
Yeah, boy.
How was it?
A lot of fun. Yeah, saw a lot of cool shows.
You guys go to the tomato guy?
Of course.
Whip tomatoes at his face?
Yeah,
you ever hit him?
To. I didn't do it, but I watched a lot of people do it and get roasted. It's just so funny watching the guy just wreck your life. It's just something satisfying about that.
But can you imagine like sitting down trying to get hired for that job? They're like, all right, go ahead and talk shit for a few minutes. Let's hear it. What do you got?
That's exactly what it is. It's hilarious. I love it. And those guys, they're in like a hot wooden box for like ever.
It's got to be terrible.
Yeah. Although he had a lot of props in there. Like he kept pulling out things. Like he pulled out a lightsaber and then he pulled out like a gun. Like a squirt gun type of thing. And it was squirting at a little kid who was like talking mad shit to the guy. It was funny. Yeah, he was pulling out everything. I was like, how much stuff you got back there? Jesus.
Oh, man. Well, that's good. The videos aren't on right now. They will be soon when our guests get here. We're going to be interviewing Graydon. We talked about him in episode 1. And then our friend Devon, just a big, loud kid. That's about it. But Billy right now is wearing a nice, beautiful pirate outfit.
Yeah, I got back from the Renaissance Fair and I'm just too lazy to change. So it'd be like that.
So did this outfit start as a Halloween thing or was it strictly for the Renaissance Fair whenever you got it?
Both. I'd say both. I've just been adding on to it, buying a lot of cool leather belts and pouches. You gotta make it authentic.
Dude, how do you think pirates afforded that little get up?
Let me tell you, they stole it.
They had to loot for that treasure.
Expensive. Oh my God. They either stole it or used their plunder and bought it because, oh my God. I bought a leather belt and a fucking mug holster and it was like $64.
See,
I mean, it's quality stuff. It's it's real leather really and good. Stuff, but
I agree.
My God. And I bought like a little pouch last time I was there and just the pouch and I could fit my wallet in it. It was like $40.
Well, the wallet got a lot thinner, so it could fit in there.
Facts.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got dogs downstairs. They're going to start barking and shit whenever our guests do get here. So why don't we get our plugs out now? That way, when everybody gets here, the cameras come on. We can just do our thing.
Yeah.
That sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So just to start at social media wise, we're on Facebook and Instagram. If you're interested, Facebook is Before and After Talks. You'll see our nice red logo. And then on Instagram, it's Before After Podcast. Apparently, Before and After Talks, Before and After Podcast, all taken. So we had to stick with it. But the new thing that is just super cool, I loved it. Got notifications on my phone. And if you saw the post and took a guess and guessed YouTube, you're right.
That is the thing. I posted that video the other day. Now, it's going to be a bit till we're caught up with, the 11 podcasts that are out
12 episodes out now.
12, okay.
As of the end of August.
Okay, yeah, so I got to catch up with that. So the YouTube is just a game of catch up. They'll all be caught up soon, but you can find all the other podcasts on what Vince was talking about earlier.
Exactly. And we're on all platforms, and just with the YouTube alone, that's Before and After Talks. Just look that up. You'll see our red logo. Platform wise, if you want to keep listening to us, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher seem to be the most common, most liked. But basically, anywhere you get your podcast, go ahead and follow us, Before and After Talks.
I did find if you look up on the YouTube just Before and After Podcast, and then it's episode 1, it shows up number 1. So just look up Before and After Podcast, and that's the title of the first video. So that'll probably be the easiest way to find us for now.
Billy is the YouTube guy. He's been making some really cool stuff, and just the video alone, it's just a regular podcast, but he put some flair in it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for not enough flair.
Well, I think soon we'll get to the point where it's just easy to upload. We have the materials to throw together.
Yeah.
So once we get to that point, this will be much, much easier.
I agree. All right. Well, stay tuned for our guest. Should be coming in about soon.
After Hours 3 coming soon.
It took a huge breath.
Billy, what the hell is that?
What?
What is that thing?
I got me a
Billy,
didgeridoo.
You need to didgeridoo because you suck.
You need a didgeridoo. Fuck
God.
off.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so obviously this is already different from before and after talks, right? So we promised before Graydon. We talked about Graydon in the first episode.
How you
Graydon,
doing?
go ahead and wave to camera 2 over there. How's it going? Graydon's our Army friend. We're talking about Area 51.
Oh,
well, I don't know how much you can share, but we said that they talked about it while you were on base.
Okay.
You got some secrets?
So I don't know. Okay. So I'm nowhere near that Area 51 or that area. Like, you know, I'm
That's what they
down
would say if
south.
they weren't.
No, I'm down south. So like that area, I'm nowhere near it. But I like obviously there has been people around my unit that have said things about it.
Okay.
Like, hey, what if we go to Area 51 if our unit gets deployed there, which would never happen. Like, I'm not part of a unit that would happen. But like, you know, I'm in the desert. I'm in an area where like that stuff is prevalent. But like, I'm not anywhere near Area 51. But I have had people. I've shown you guys text messages of other units that are closer to Area 51. Those are the guys that end up getting, like, you know, they're the ones that would get sent over there if the overrising was actually, like, if that happened, you know, like that. I know people that would, you know,
go out and
they
do
would
it. Yeah,
go
take care
out
of
there.
it. Take care of
Right.
it.
So what
Right.
would happen? What do you think would happen?
People would get massacred, dude.
That's
It would
what
be a
I'm
fucking
saying.
It would be a massacre, dude.
People need to learn their lesson.
They would. There was if that was to actually happen, a lot of people would die.
Do you know that scene in 300 when they start stacking the bodies?
Yes, it would be
Oh my
way worse than
God,
that.
yeah.
But
It's
there'd
just gonna
be
a
there'd be
pile
pieces of people.
like Nazi zombies.
I'm excited.
Close. There you go.
Oh, hey, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
Fucking drink. Oh my god, that summarizes
We
Billy's
got
South Carolina.
Graydon over here. Devon, go ahead and wave to camera 2 over there.
That's camera 2.
Yep.
Camera 2, camera 1. Camera 2, camera 1.
give camera 1 some love.
1, camera 2.
Oh, you're mixing it up. Mixing it
All
up.
right. So in the first episode, Billy said he hopes, not that many people that signed up because there was, thousands that signed up to go storm it. He says that's
Right.
not happening. But the people that do go, he hopes that they live stream it. Devin, what's your thoughts?
Right?
I want to see people die on a live stream.
Oh my
That's
God.
what's gonna happen. Listen, people are gonna do it, and one guy's gonna have the balls to try to get in. He's gonna get shot, and then
And
then one of two things is gonna
everybody else
happen.
is going to see that and they're going to be like, oh, no.
Yeah, one of two things is gonna happen. Either everybody's gonna panic and rush in, or everybody's gonna panic and run away.
No, they'll immediately
They're gonna
trust
run
me.
away.
The firepower that they have there is going to be way more advanced than most of the bases in the army. Okay, or in the military in general, not the army, but like in general. So if that tries to happen, it's obviously going to be an issue.
Well, what do you think people bring?
What do you mean
They're
people
not,
bring?
They're
like
not just going in with their
They're bringing
fists,
their Naruto headbands.
yeah, they're gonna go. If like the government obviously, I know nothing about this, but the government obviously has equipment there that's important. So they're gonna try to protect that equipment because they don't want just random people coming towards that equipment.
Right.
So
Dude,
they're
if a million
obviously
people with Naruto headbands and
Oh my
segways
God.
charge the base, I think we can get in there.
it's gonna be a problem.
I'll
It'll
lead the
definitely-
charge.
They're slowly
It'll-
coming in.
it's gonna be a problem.
You might have convinced me.
Segways,
You're gonna
the
be there?
segways, dude.
I'll be there now.
Dude,
Now you don't even gotta run. You can just ride the segways.
Keep an
Right,
eye out for
over
before and
desert.
after.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
it's basically like the end of Avengers Endgame. Just all the freaking horde comes into Doctor Strange portals and shit.
Fucking spoiler alert.
Oh, no. That's all right. Anyways, after hours. This kicks it off. Area 51, these are our guests. Thanks for coming in, guys.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Here.
absolutely.
Love to be here.
I
Love
didn't
to
want
be
to
here.
be here.
No business, we
Figures.
just talk. All right. So,
That's what I'm
what's
talking
I'll
everybody
drink
drinking?
for that.
Billy, what are you drinking?
I got me a silver bullet.
Got the old, signature Captain and Coke.
Hey, I'll drink to that again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ass.
Yeah, you were talking about South Carolina. What were you saying?
The mountains are blue.
The mountains.
Oh, that's a signature.
To summarize Billy's trip to South Carolina is
my trip.
Oh, I'll drink to that. That motherfucker was cheers to everything that was said.
That's how it's
Man, I
got
don't want to drink
fucking-
some more. I'll drink to that. That was that.
What was the earliest I did? Do you remember?
10 a.m.
10?
I think so.
I think I woke up at 10, cracked a beer. That was, it was when I was
Said,
just
"Get
in my
this man a beer."
boxers.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do on vacation, man.
Yeah, and then
That's
I
what you
walked
gotta
out
do.
onto the patio, the back deck, and then just stared at the neighbors. I was like, oh.
That's what you got to do
Oh,
sometimes,
yeah,
man.
when they were moving stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awkward.
We're thinking because that guy lives there permanently, and
Does
they're right
he?
next. I think so, right? And then next door is us, which
Right.
is an Airbnb house. So
Bunch of shitheads.
the people he sees on a weekly
Oh,
basis.
come on now.
Bunch of dude. First off, most of the people there are a bunch of dirty rat bastards.
What do you mean?
The people there, all the
Yeah.
white kids in their daddy's trucks
Oh,
with
that's
underglow.
true. That's
Trust me,
playing
I was there. I've
Bobby
been there.
You've
Shmurda,
been in South
Kanye.
I've been there, and I know exactly what you're talking about with the trucks. I know exactly.
Dude,
What's
you would
up?
hear this before you saw the truck. It's like, dude,
And Devin could tell immediately what song it is.
I knew exactly what songs they were. Don't get me wrong, but that's how I knew they were scumbags.
But Devin, you were fucking when we were playing catch with the football. They had this one van or whatever had the roof open.
It was a truck, yeah.
A truck, yeah. And Devin, they're waving their hands like pass the ball or whatever. So Devin drops it in there. Did you hit it?
Wait, into the
Wait, I don't remember
into the
that.
sunroof?
I was
yeah,
close.
through the sunroof is what he tried to get it through. Just some
And-
random car.
and you
Gonna lose
actually
our
got
ball.
it,
No,
or
I
missed?
tried.
Okay.
They weren't turning enough. I couldn't quite get it.
Oh, okay.
There was like two people when we were playing catch. Wasn't there?
There was
that
an
were
old
playing?
dude and his wife. He's like, "Hey, pass the pig skin." And I was like, "All right." Yeah, I just launched it as hard as I could. And I watched his big ass look out of the goddamn golf cart like, "Oh shit!" And then he threw it back. He was like 30 yards away from making it to me. I was like, "Okay, you're not gonna get tossed again. Like you're trash."
Oh my god, that was a great trip.
Where did you stay in South Carolina?
When I went down there, it was in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, you stayed
So,
in
yeah,
Myrtle
that was
Beach.
like 30
It was
minutes
in-
north of
I'm
us.
not sure it was 30.
Yeah, it was in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And it was pretty nice. I like there was the hotel we stayed at. That was nice. Like we went all
Was it right on
around.
the beach.
It was like maybe
Right off of it,
like
somewhere.
5-10 minutes away.
Okay.
It was
like
very
right-
touristy though, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
like
Holy
all the
crap. Was
all
traffic
the-
as bad for you as it was for us? Because
It was bad.
Oh my god,
It was
is
definitely bad.
You were near the boardwalk, correct?
Yes, the boardwalk and like there was a ton of putt-putt golf courses.
Dude,
guys do
there's
that
like
over there?
18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I counted. I think it was 19 of them from Myrtle Beach to where we were
Yes.
staying.
What
There was a
day
lot.
was it where I was
It's
talking
US
like we're all gonna
17.
go out, and I drove out while everybody went. I think you guys went shopping.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so there's about 17 mini golf courses, but I found the pizza place and the ice cream place. And I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
this mini golf course looks all right. I guess
And it
between the
was
700.
cool. It
Yeah, I was
was
about to
nice.
say.
Well, we went to one, just had a couple of different stuff, but we saw one that was a huge pyramid. I don't know if you saw that
That
by
looked
chance. You know what I'm
badass.
talking about?
I do not remember
Oh
that
man, it's
one.
been
It
a
was
while.
cool.
Was that left or right out of where we were turning?
If we were going to Myrtle Beach, it was the right.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the one that I went to, man.
You know what's crazy?
Oh, you actually went?
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
went to one, and like when the final hole was like one where like it was a very narrow strip, and it was the
Yep.
final. If you got it in the final hole, and you got it, it was a hole in one. You got that one, you would have got like I think it was like $100 prize or something like that.
jeez.
Like they would have paid
was
you.
gonna give us a free
They would have
game.
paid you
We
if
had
you
like
would have
an-
made it. But it was
We had an
extremely
old guy.
hard.
He's like, "Hey, you fucking. I guess you don't have to pay or whatever, dude. You're not gonna fucking make it."
No, this one was legit.
Dude,
like,
the final
That's
hole,
nice.
I remember that it was full of bumps. Like, I remember Maddie hitting it and the shit bounced up the ramp. I was like, okay. Yeah, we're not getting a hole in one on this one.
It's crazy. I feel like the worst mini golf course out there is better than the ones by us. Like even their worst.
Oh, of
is
course.
better.
Well,
there's
It's
only the one
ridiculous.
close one by
there's
us,
so
the
much
Woodside
money put in those
Yeah.
those
just
golf
'cause of
courses,
tourists,
man.
yeah.
Exactly.
Do
Exactly.
you remember when we went to Springfield and they hyped up that mini golf course?
Oh, my
That was
little
so
gas
And then
station.
we went in there and
indoor
the water was blue with algae in it and the course smelled weird.
Like what? What did it smell like?
Ass. It smelled like ass. That's
Why
what
do-
it smelled like.
Why do all mini golf course water look like Gatorade?
It does.
It does look like the blue
It
Gatorade.
does.
It does.
It's a shame it doesn't smell like Gatorade.
Right?
It smells like ass. And the course sucked. And then we went to that Golden Corral and Martin
Oh,
broke the ice
man.
cream machine.
you know, it was a middle school trip to Springfield. There's how many people?
Go ahead. Describe this field trip.
Over 100 people? 200 people?
Yeah.
Was the entire grade?
No.
I don't know how big our grade was,
It was
man.
8th grade?
Because not everyone went, so it was
no,
like,
it was like
Fair.
it was like I'd say 100.
100 people all
100,
in a
150.
golden corral.
all and shoved in that.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
it
my
wasn't
God.
150 people in Gold Crowd. Remember, we were separated into 2 groups. Or it might have been like more than that.
It was
yeah,
two
it was two
groups.
groups.
It was two groups.
right?
Alternating was like alternating one.
Because you
one
had a
group
partner.
eight. The other group, we were teeing off. Remember, there
We
was in
had
the
groups of
driving
4.
range.
Oh.
I was about to say, we had
Driving
groups of
range?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one good. My first one. On the driving range. I hit one good one. Went and spent like $15 on the balls and got like 100. Didn't hit a single good one. I would shank them. I almost threw the stick down the lane.
Oh.
Maybe it's a
bad.
sign that golf's not for you.
There you go.
No, I'm big and black. Golf's obviously not. I ain't no Tiger Woods. That's facts.
The driving range, though, the only one I've been to had the big metal cart picking up balls.
Yes.
You got to hit
You
those.
guys, you hit those, right? That's
You
the
try.
rule.
That's the goal, obviously. When you're
Unspoken.
there, you're like, let's hit that fucking
No, you
thing.
just got a Happy Gilmore and just hit it over the big.
And
net
that
in the
guy
back.
driving, he already knows. He's like, all these people are gonna try to hit me. He's driving like,
you hear a big clink.
yeah. He's like,
coming right off the side.
you
He's
know
like,
what? If I get hit in the head, that's how my job is. You already know.
If you took a long drive right to the head,
my God.
that's gonna hurt.
Oh well, without the cage, if you got hit with that without the cage, you'd be dead. Like
I'm
you'd be
not sure you'd
supposed
be
to.
dead. You'd just be
You'd
very
be
sad.
fucked up.
You'd be messed
You'd be
up.
fucked
You would be
up.
very sad, yeah.
You'd be messed up.
Well, if you get hit in the front of the head, too, just the mark that you would have.
Shout out to Miss Goers for taking the tennis ball to the eye.
my God! All right, you gotta tell the story now. You have
Let's
to.
hear, Dev.
We're in the gym,
High school.
high school. Yeah. Well, I don't even remember
God.
what year it was.
See, I was
It
in.
was like
I was.
junior or senior year.
Was I in this class, but I was like sick or something? Or
I don't
what?
know. All I know
missed it?
is I had Philip, Maddie, and Vince for sure
Okay,
in that
no.
class.
So you were
and
the-
then
Okay, yeah, I wasn't.
we
there.
were in the gym playing softball with a tennis ball and a tennis racket. Miss Goers threw a softie up to me, and I just fucking got all of that one. Returned to center, hit her right in the eye. That tennis ball signature sound it makes when you hit something real hard.
Yes.
And I just remember grabbing my mouth and going, and then she's like, I need ice. Yeah, she drops to her knees and screams, I need ice! I need ice! And we're all sitting there in silence as somebody runs to go get like the ice pack. And I just hear from the upper track, nice shot, dumbass! That goes through the wood gym. And I was sitting there.
Oh my
I felt so
God.
bad. I took her eye off.
Dude.
That's
But the way it was, like the team that were going up to bat, they were against the wall, but the wall was indented to go, into the locker
boys'
rooms
locker
and
room,
stuff.
right?
So
Yeah.
Right.
the three of us were just talking, me, Maddie, and I think Phil or whatever, just talking. And we turned to our right, and we're like, where'd Devon go? As we hear, I need ice. We're like, oh shit, that was Devon. Like, that wasn't good. But she got up after, and she's like, you know what? I've had worse. I got hit in the stomach.
I forgot
while I
she
was pregnant.
She got hit with a hockey puck in the
Yeah.
stomach when she said it was pregnant with Anna.
Oh man.
She don't worry, she got me back later that year. We were playing floor hockey, and she wasn't paying attention. Tried to like roll the puck. You know how it had like the seats or whatever it was as the guides in the middle.
Yes.
How they split that other gym in two halves.
yeah.
So she went to like bounce it off the wall to bounce it in. Just hit me right in the face. Just smacked the puck off
Were
my
they
head.
the pucks or were they the balls? 'Cause
It was
I
the
remember
pucks.
using
It was,
balls.
was a
always the
puck.
rubber
Okay.
puck.
I was about to say, it
remember
wasn't a
using
real
both.
puck. It definitely sucked. It
Well,
hit
yeah,
me right
yeah,
in the
the
head,
rubber,
and I was
yeah.
just like, Jesus Christ.
That's how it goes sometimes, man.
All right, so I think that leads
Fucking
into
wish you could-
favorite teacher injuries.
Injuries? That's very specific.
I can
Well,
think
yeah.
of one.
I can't.
I can't.
Broken
I know
fingers.
Devon can.
Miss Martin?
I can't think of
Well, I remember
We were
that.
talking about
Wait,
that
wasn't there
recently.
one in middle school? Someone fell and broke their arm or
That
something?
no,
You know
I
what
know
I'm talking about?
exactly.
Miss Mo! I wasn't
That
in
one
that
too.
class, but I forgot about that. That was Keith. He was like,
Yeah, but
when she
he did-
broke her arm.
He did the same thing for Miss Martin too. If Keith, if you're
Well,
watching this, Keith, if you're watching this, both times that happened because that time you guys were talking about, Marcus described that to me perfectly.
I mean, in
Miss Martin.
Keith's
in that
defense,
class.
Miss Martin was a bitch. Let's be
Okay,
honest.
yeah.
We're gonna be honest. She was not
Watch her
the
be our
nicest
number
person.
one listener. She's like, oh, what the?
Yeah, it's Devon Helper. You can kiss my ass. I don't care. What is Miss Martin gonna do
Yeah,
now?
no, nothing. But like that time Miss Mo got hurt, Marcus he described that injury perfect. But I saw Miss Martin hurt herself that time.
Was she running in the hall?
So
right?
I thought Max Lynn tripped her.
That was when we used to have that. We used to have that
I thought
big.
she tripped over a cord.
No, hold on a second. Remember when we have the big, huge lunch lines going back to class from lunch?
You mean the slave trade?
It was like that big, huge
lobby.
It was that big, huge line. All the way back to your classes, like
I thought it was early in the morning.
No, it was after lunch.
Okay,
everybody would line up, be going back upstairs to go to their classes or whatever. That was going on. And I remember we're walking down that main hallway with all those windows. You could like see out, walking, and all I see is Miss Martin full speed fly by me. But I also like she was going like as fast as she could because she saw somebody. All I see is her trip, completely fall on her face, and then I just see her get up. Her hand was messed up. Like I couldn't see her, like her hand like detailed, but like I could see her get up, do something with her hand, and just keep going.
Oh my god!
She adjusted it on the spot.
Yeah,
she just made her pain her finger and kept running, kept it moving.
Like I guess somebody was closer. It was probably one of you two guys. Somebody was closer, and they saw her like her hand was broke. Something was broken on her hand.
Was me.
Was it you?
It wasn't me.
I don't think it was any of us, but I do remember.
It was somebody told me. Like,
dude, I'm like 90% sure Max Lynn is the one that tripped her, and Keith had something to do with it. I don't know what it was, but Keith was always involved in dumb shit like that because he was a shithead.
He was like.
Do you remember when he stole money out of my locker and I chased him down the hallway?
All right, you gotta tell this story.
He stole like $15 from my locker, and I chased him from. What was the classroom I was in? Not Mr. White, the fucking history teacher.
All three of us were in that same class.
That was a good class.
Dude, even cheating, I still failed the fucking competition test. He never let me. He never fucking had me.
But that wasn't Mr. That was Mr. White, wasn't it?
Yeah, from that classroom, I chased Keith down all the way down to like Mrs. Malo's room.
Oh,
and I tackled him, and when I landed on him, my glasses got pushed and cut my face. So I was sitting in lunch, and they're like, yo, what's wrong with your face? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I had blood running down my face because I cut open my nose for my glasses. And I was like, oh my god, I'm bleeding.
Dude, wasn't there the story? I didn't see it, but I remember somebody saying there was this kid running down that like.
Please tell me
it's a story. It's a
story.
library door.
Yeah, the library
Yeah, that was me, Graydon, and Dylan.
Please tell that. Oh my god.
You want me to tell her to you?
Fuck, it's
I told the last one.
I'll add it.
You want me to tell it? Okay. All right. So we're coming back from. We're changing classes. There's a long line of kids going down the hallway. It was me, Devon, and Dylan going down the hall. We're all talking, blah blah blah. This kid comes walking by. He's got a ton of books in his hand. He's walking.
All those big like history book
ton of
type
textbooks
books
in his hand.
Yeah.
A ton. And Dylan was pissing Devon off. He's making him mad.
Real shocker.
Pissing Devon off. Always pissing Devon off. Devon goes to wind up like he's gonna punch Dylan. Dylan takes a step back with his back foot. This dude's running to his class. Like he's got to get to his class.
He's sprinting past us, and Dylan stepped back. The kid tripped, and the only way to describe it is he was like on the Cubs trying to slide into home base.
Yeah, but the thing was, after he hit Dylan's foot, both of his feet were off the ground. They were off the ground.
He left the ground. And then hit the ground and slid.
Feet first or face?
Face first.
Okay.
He's flying like this, like his back legs are behind him, and his books are all in the air. He's in the air. He hits the ground. Everything hits the ground at the same time, like his books and his face. His face hits the library door because it's open.
Yeah, he slid 30, 35 feet, slammed his head off that door. The door just goes.
It's good because it's a stop.
It was that wood door, and then the door closed. And then Mr. Rogenbuck comes out. He's like, "What the hell happened?" And Graydon just standing there going,
as the douchebag,
the
douchebag I am, I see it happen because I'm just an innocent bystander at that point. I see it happening. I point at the kid and start laughing, and Mr. Rogenbuck's standing right there next to me, like, what happened? I'm standing there laughing. I was like, all right, I need to get out of here before I get in trouble. So I left the scene, and then after that, like, whatever happened with you, I think you left too. You got out of there too,
dude. The second the kid slammed his head off the door and Rogenbuck came out, I was like, all right, that's my cue to leave.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not involved no more.
Me and you both left, and so did Dylan too. So that kid was like, whatever happened, he didn't even know what happened because he probably hit his face off
Probably
the door.
it's kind of hard to see when you're sliding into home base with your face down. And you crack it off the door.
That's fair.
Dude, that was bad. There's also the time Keith was running. He was running down the same hallway in middle school, and he just fucking took Adam Maber to the cleaners, flipped him with his shoulder. Adam Maber slammed onto the ground, and Keith was running upstairs. And then I remember walking to my locker after getting upstairs. Mr. Winterstein just pissed off, doing his just a mad, pissed off
The big
walk.
guy.
Big motherfucker.
Can't touch his elbows. Bro.
Yeah, I was about to say. Or do you remember playing football and he'd be like, "Hey, you guys hear that?" And then he just shit his pants and be like, "Oh, the geese are out this year." It's like, no, you just shit your pants, you nasty bastard.
Hey, oh my God! So this is like this is like the pinnacle of like the friendship of everybody. When we're in Mr. Winterstein's class,
Yeah,
it was like,
dude, me and Vince.
You and Vince were sitting next to each other.
No, I gotta talk about before you finish the story. I gotta talk about the fucking desk me and Vince sat at. First off, I got ADD. I'm always fucking doing something. And his Mr. Winterstein's desk was right in front of.
Yes, I remember.
They were connected.
Trust me, I remember.
And he had that big metal desk.
Yeah.
So every time I would stretch my feet out and kick it, go,
Yep.
whoa! And then I'm just sitting there and I'm like, eee! And Mr. Winterstein's giving me the stank eye. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry.
Those are the quietest moments. Anyways, go, Graydon.
So I remember that one time. Everybody was taking a test, and it was like one of those tests that he had us like name the geographical area.
Oh, every week. I remember those. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm sitting there chilling, and I think Dason was in our class.
That's literally the story I was going to tell next.
One of the dudes that passed away recently. He was cheating on something. He was cheating on something. And
no, you got it messed up. He was sleeping.
That's what it was. All right, you tell a story.
Mr. Winterstein came over real quiet with a ruler and just smacked the shit out of the desk.
Everybody was like,
didn't even move. And then he after he did that, everybody was like laughing. Dason was like, yes. Mm-hmm. He's like, are you not paying attention to my class? And Mr. Winterstein went She-Hulk. He freaked out. Yeah.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh my gosh. That was when we used to have I don't even want to get into it, but the lunch times. Because Billy's in part of this too. Everybody was, the lunch table.
Dude,
I got the shit out of the stick at the
lunch table.
Those were the best times, man.
No, they weren't. I got the shit out of the stick
Keith
every time.
going around scavenging
for food every day.
He wouldn't come with like a dime, and he would come and get a 3-course meal with dessert. He'd be like, "Hey man, you gonna eat that sandwich? Hey man, you gonna eat that ice cream?" And then he'd come back and be like, "Man, look at all this food I got." Yeah.
So then, wasn't it the time Keith left like a huge fucking mess?
No,
and then we were
all you guys were fucking around and got up and
that's
Hold on.
right.
I'm a huge contributor to this story
son
right
of
here.
a bitch.
So yes, because I was the one that threw the bag over there.
You
son of a bitch. I had to clean that whole table. I never ate a day. I never ate lunch a day in my life in middle school.
Yeah, okay.
And Mr. White's like, "You for sure made this mess." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I drink a bottle of water at lunch every day. What are the little shot glass water bottles?"
Yeah, before you
you
even tell that part of the story, I had a bag of goldfish and I was not hungry.
How big was this bag of goldfish?
It was like a regular, regular Ziploc bag full of goldfish.
Should we also talk about how Graydon used to eat food in the old days? He'd grab a handful of it, smash it into his mouth.
We'll get to that. We're still in middle school right now.
Yeah. No, that's how you always ate.
That was high school.
No, you ate like that in middle school.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm not gonna lie.
It's been a while since you ate food like an asshole. That's the way she fucking goes.
Fuck up. So I got this bag of goldfish, and I remember I'm like, I'm gonna slide it over there, see what happens. I slid it over there. As soon as I slid over there, his ass Vince rips it apart completely. He grabs a hold of it and just rips it immediately. Goldfish flies all over the fucking table, all over the table,
and they were crushed too.
Yeah,
Vince fucking Detroit smashed him into the fucking table, and then ripped the bag to hell.
And as soon as that happened, goldfish whenever. Everybody at that table besides Devon, everybody at the table got up and went to a different table.
I was sitting at the end. I was like, dude, I'm not getting up. But I'm also not cleaning a shit.
Everyone in the lunchroom sitting down. So when teachers see
Everybody
one table,
got
I'll
up
stand up and leave and leave one guy.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Every single one of you got up besides me. So the table cleared out, and I'm sitting at an empty table with a giant mess. Mr. White just comes over. He's like, "Goldberg, clean up this mess." I'm like, I didn't make this mess. I'm not cleaning this. He's like, "You're staying in." Blah blah blah.
And then I stayed back too because I remember it's like, "Oh, Luke, it's the Breakfast Club."
Oh, Breakfast Club.
First off, great movie.
We had to stay. Yeah, we had to stay and clean up.
Yeah,
that was fucking
back up tables. Yeah.
I didn't eat a fucking...
Devon had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it.
I haven't eaten a lunch at that fucking school but like 5 times, and Mr. White's like, "Yeah, you for sure made this mess. You're cleaning it." And I'm like, "I for sure didn't, motherfucker. I did not fuck up all the
It was either
goldfish."
Mr. White or Mr. Sluterman.
No, it was Mr.
No,
White.
it was Mr. White.
I'll never
fucking
forget
remember.
that bastard.
Mr. White was always on our table.
Mr. Sluterman, yeah, it's because we were dickheads.
But
yeah.
and then it was always the dudes that would sit on the stage.
Oh, I
It'd
was
always
gonna
be
go
those
there next.
troublemakers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there they are, the
Did you ever
ones
go
sitting
up
on the
there?
stage.
Yes.
I never did.
I was banished
Bill?
to the shadow.
What happened?
You ever sit
on the stage during lunch. That was the troublemakers.
No, I didn't do
Everybody
that.
always had to sit on the You and
No, but
Keith.
I remember shit
It's
got
both
so
you.
bad that we had to have like assigned seats at lunch. I remember
Was it
that.
all of us? Was it
Start-
It was like
everybody?
everybody. Yeah, we were assigned a table, and I got stuck sitting with some fucking weirdos that I've never even met
you have
before.
To like they give you cue cards. It was like cue cards. You get what you got to say to everybody at the
Yeah.
fucking lunch table.
I don't remember
Like,
that.
fuck,
I
you
don't
kidding me?
give a shit.
I probably
Like,
just wasn't there that day.
I remember because it was like they had the signed seats, but they had like a bunch of like laminated pieces of paper
Yeah.
of what you'd fucking say to people on the table. And be like, wow.
Who took the time to put that together? You know?
some
knows,
asshole
man?
that was mad about
Honestly.
stupid shit that
Who
just
knows?
happened.
Do you remember all the fads of the fucking middle school? There was the tech decks.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that
Where
first. I fucking knew
the
it.
tech decks, and that's when. And then there's people like Keith and me who you just take your lunch
Lunch
card
card,
and just
bend
fucking bend it on the ends, and just do pop shove it's the whole lunch period.
I can't imagine what your mom goes through now. I
Oh
can't
my
imagine
God.
with the
Fucking-
kids
I
now.
I think
Mom's,
it's good right now. Yeah,
6th
she's
grade?
a 7th grade math teacher.
7th grade
I
math
mean,
Let's talk about those
I
fucking
think-
idiots.
Well, no, it was the
They
last
are
year.
idiots. I'm
Don't say
sorry.
school or
I don't know
anything.
how it's going right now, but last year she said it was like those kids were fucking stupid. I don't. Should I say that? I don't know. I don't think their parents are
Well,
gonna listen to this.
Who knows?
But
Just
they
don't
were
say
Dude, it
school
is what
names.
it is.
stupid. No, they don't know my mom's name,
Yeah, there
so
we
it's
go.
fine. They're fucking stupid. Anyway,
Dude, there was one time I was over here with Billy, and his mom came in, and she's talking. Like, the kid had the iPad or whatever. This is just one of the stupid things. Like, he didn't think it through at all. He had the iPad, remember?
Yeah.
They were all taking pictures and crap, and the kid just took
During
a picture
class?
of his middle finger with his face in the goddamn
Oh, he
photo
messed up.
on the iPad.
The
His
school
mom-
iPad, right?
yeah, and it's all
His
linked to
mom-
like the school cloud or
good.
whatever.
There you go.
And his mom was like, "Hey, dumbass." Yeah, real smart there, idiot. Like,
Yeah, no, there's some fucking.
Yeah, I
crazy
can't
shit.
imagine.
All right, I think we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll shift gears and then talk about something else. We're
we're gonna talk about meth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, meth. Do the meth. I'll drink to that. Wait, no, hold on.
Whatever.
Don't do meth.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
Billy, who's sponsoring?
Who's sponsoring? Well,
Before
of
and
course,
after hours.
Before and after
There we
hours.
go.
Is sponsoring.
Exactly.
Yeah, listen to Before and After Talks. We're on YouTube now. We got an episode. We'll have a few more up by the time this comes out. Just catching up on there. Then where else can we find it, Vince?
Facebook, Instagram, Before and After Talks. Facebook.
You porn.
Before and After
Oh, yeah, we gotta
There.
branch out.
Check that stuff
We're
out.
actually certified on Pornhub before and after.
Come on now.
All right, we'll be back. So, have you guys heard that there's a new game out by the people that made Until Dawn?
Yes, that's the ship one.
Yeah.
the ghost ship one.
Man of
Wait,
Medan.
same style?
So we
Yeah.
gotta play that, huh?
Dude.
Because we played Until Dawn.
Wait, do you have it?
No, I don't have it, but I want to get it.
How much is it?
It's the same
Probably
price, probably 60
video
bucks.
game price.
PlayStation? Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
but-
60
You're not
bucks.
wrong.
Remember all the? So I had a little disagreement with the last podcast.
Uh-oh.
What?
You were talking
What?
about Outlast.
Are we gonna start talking about
Outlast.
disagreements?
Yeah, what
'Cause
about
I got
Outlast?
beef.
After Hours 1.
Hold up.
We talked about Outlast. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, you guys talked about Outlast.
Oh, that sucks.
Me and you were in that same class and we played Outlast for the first time when it came out. It came out that one day. The same day it came out was on a Friday. Me and you hung out after school.
That's right.
We played the entire thing. You said for you and Frank played it.
Yeah, I did say me and Frank played it because me and Frank did play the second game.
Yes, the second
one.
one.
So I must have been thinking the same
first
thing.
one was me and you.
I remember that shit, and that was fucking crazy. We were up
terrifying.
all night and beat it
the
in
whole
one
time.
night.
And we're like, this is a great game. After we beat it, we're like, this is a good story. Even though we shit our pants the entire time.
No, it was more like, this game's fucking sick.
Dude.
Or, hey man, you see that over there? Oh, shit.
My only memory from Outlast, I think...
You don't even play... You never play
No,
any
whatever
of those
game...
games.
It might have been Amnesia. When we were playing on Billy's computer.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't know no computer controls, and I remember I was trying... And I kept crouching. And then I was like, fucking shift!
That was my computer, dude. I remember I introduced all the horror shit to you guys at Dylan's house.
Yeah,
my
at Dylan's, I remember.
It was at my garbage ass Toshiba that I had.
I fucking remember that.
Every time the gatherer, the monster would come, my computer for some ungodly reason, every time the monster would come, the screen would flip over and be upside down. The whole screen would be upside down. Like, why is this happening right now? Like, why is it upside down?
Dude, it's just the game's trying to trick you, and you got to be smarter than it.
Well, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say your lap. Like, do you remember the Xbox 360? Whenever you're playing, this has happened to mine when I first started playing Gears of War 3, and the Xbox would just go.
Oh, heat up.
Because you were playing it
That
for more
means
than 2 hours.
you're about to die.
Yeah, that means your Xbox is on fucking heat, God. And it needs to
it's
cool
about to
down.
explode.
Now, did everybody here play Resident Evil 7 on the VR?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
yes.
you
I
did.
played
Gone
on the
for
VR.
that.
You missed that?
I was gone because I remember I gave Billy my VR when
Oh,
before I left
well, thanks for the
basic training.
VR. That's why we all play.
I haven't. No, I took it back. Sorry, Bill.
He liberated.
Stealer!
He liberated it. He didn't
But
steal
yes,
it.
I gave it to Bill for the sole purpose of, because when I was leaving for basic training, I was like, Bill, Resident Evil's coming out. Have the VR. So that was all you guys after that because I wasn't here for that one.
It was
I don't even
fun.
like
It was
scary
fucking scary. It was fun though.
Do you like scary movies?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
like
Well,
those
there you
less
go.
than scary games. Well, like every time
There's
people are like,
different
let's go see a
levels.
movie, they're like, the fucking opening credit
Annabelle.
is based on a true story.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to see that shit. And it's a fucking doll. One of the scariest scenes, there's two I can remember. It was in Paranormal Activity
Oh,
where the guy was
which one?
hanging and the girl, whatever lady, the fucking wife or whatever,
Yeah.
had like visions. Do you remember like the people that would save them from the ghost?
Was that Insidious or?
Whatever fucking Paranormal
Probably
Activity was,
Insidious.
the lady had like visions of like the demons or shit.
It was
And it was a guy, and it was
Oh,
the
there we go.
scene where he was hanging himself. He was hanged
From the tree?
from the tree,
Oh.
and then
Oh, I remember
and she was
watching
looking at the reflection
yeah.
in the water,
Conjuring or
and
Insidious?
the body started turning around. I was
Yeah.
like, ah! There's that
Dude.
one, and then in fucking Annabelle, I freaked out because the old
I
dude
didn't
was
see that,
holding,
but I heard that movie was not that good though.
motherfucker. He was holding a cross, and the girl had like red eyes, and all the lights just shut off because it was a demon.
Yeah.
You got to play the role right, and she had like red eyes, and he's holding a cross at her from across the hall, and all of a sudden his first finger just gets bent all the way back, just snap,
Oh.
snap, snap, and then he drops across, and immediately it's just like nothing but mist. And that was it. If I remember correctly.
I think one movie you do have to see for sure is Jordan Peele's Us.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
still haven't
good.
seen his movie.
Did you see Get Out at least?
It
No,
is.
I did not.
Dude,
Neither, really.
Ironic, for some reason, after Philip and his brother saw that movie with Trisha, they fucking called me like, man, I just want to let you know, man, we appreciate you, man. I was like, did somebody die? I was like, why are you calling me? Like, that movie is fucked up, man. I
was
just want to let
really
you know
good,
I
though.
appreciate you. And you were also in the movie, and then they hung up the phone.
I recommend it. Check it out. It's fucked
I
up.
would see it.
What? Get Out and Us.
Same. It's
Yeah.
the
They're
same.
same.
Director.
Jordan Peele.
A little bit different horror, I would guess. But
like-
what's the
it's like-
appeal for people?
Horror movies to get your blood flowing?
See,
Oh,
it's
well.
not that it's horror for me. It's that Jordan Peele's like directing and writing style is like you don't see that.
He's doing
anywhere
something
else. It's
different.
And you
fucking
don't see
crazy.
that.
He's
You don't
like,
see him doing that either.
well, he's done
Yeah.
horror movies so far. He's basically
Was Get Out his first?
he's like the Quentin
Yes.
Tarantino. of
They
horror
directed,
so
right? Yeah.
far.
For real? You compare him to that?
He's that like different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know which Quentin Tarantino's first film. I don't know if you guys.
First,
it's not Reservoir.
It's not Pulp Fiction. It's one of those two.
He let off with some good stuff. He's only done 8 films or something, is what I heard.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's a great film.
You saw it?
That's his 9th, right?
Yes, I recommend it if you guys want to go see it.
I do want to see it.
I'm down.
Great film. It's a great film.
I
Brad
loved
Pitt.
Hateful Eight. That
was a good movie
Never
too.
saw it.
I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino guy. I love his movies.
Favorite one?
I know you've seen Django.
The newest one.
Oh,
Django.
all right.
It's great, man.
Listen, if we're gonna talk Django, I can quote him.
Django's
That's a good movie
great.
too, man.
He's
You
got
want
such
me
good stuff.
to treat him like wifo? That's not what I said.
He makes a lot of good movies, man.
For sure.
Shout out to Jonah Hill's appearance in Django Unchained.
Oh, he's in there?
Like,
Is he a slave in there?
He was a KKK.
He's one of the KKK guys.
Oh, God.
And he's like,
Yep.
we don't want to wear the bags. And he's like,
My
why? And he's like, because it would be
long
Yeah, he's
sewing
like,
these shit.
don't ask me and my kin for nothing. But I just love Jonah Hill. He's like, because it would be nice to say. Because all the bags are fucked up, and the guy's like, oh shit, I ripped my eye holes. That part is so funny.
He's like, I ain't doing nothing for y'all anymore.
Don't ask me my kin for nothing. And then he rode off on his horse. Have you seen it in the movie? He just falls off his horse, and I think you see him even get stepped on by the horse in the movie. They didn't cut it out.
Wow.
He like fell off his horse, got yeeted.
Just some random guy or Jonah Hill?
No, one of the random, like the
Oh,
extras.
that's
you know,
terrible.
How there's a bunch of. That's hilarious, is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
I mean, yeah, finish pouring that.
He's looking at me in my eyes right now.
Holy fuck.
He's almost there.
Jesus Christ, is there
almost
even
there.
beer in there?
CDK.
Yeah, I didn't see anything
You
coming
don't
up.
want it to foam up. Did you-
Motherfucker, that's 90% foam.
No, it's
10%.
not.
Taste it.
He poured it slow.
No, I don't want to drink foam.
No, it's only
Ready?
the top.
Oh yeah, it's like a good inch.
He poured it slow. That's how you got to do it. You gotta pour
You
it
Then
need
you
a
pour
good-
it off the side, and
Dude,
then once you get to
no,
the
no.
top, then you.
Yes, but this isn't
Down the
draft.
sewer.
It's a fucking can of Coors. So
All right, okay, we can agree on that. That's not, yeah.
a good inch head of foam is like that's
fine.
perfect.
Not when you're
slow.
drinking silver bullets.
Yeah, well, yeah.
This is sponsored by Coors Light.
No,
The mountains are
it's
blue.
not
Listen,
sponsored.
if I could be a sponsor for Coors Light,
You
the
would not- your
only
voice
thing
isn't
out
good
of my
enough.
mouth
That's
ever
this
would
guy.
be,
the mountains are blue.
the mountains are blue, boys.
Y'all want a silver bullet?
The mountains are blue, brother.
That's got to go in the promo for this. The mountains are blue. They're like,
Devon.
oh, okay.
What fucking games have you been playing lately? Because I haven't
I
been
started playing
shit lately.
Anthem again.
All right.
Listen,
you know,
wait,
we're
let me
just gonna
say-
stop.
Let me say what I want to say. Let me say what
I'll
I
drink
want to
to
say
that.
before you start giving shit. The drop rate and shit for all that shit sucks.
Is
But as
shit.
an overall
Yeah, exactly.
game
You said
to
it.
play and have fun in, it's a fun game to play.
Shit.
Because it's fun to shoot
Shit.
and fly.
Dude, you jump around and shit and shoot people and beat them with
We need
shit.
to count
It's
it.
fun.
We're on like
I've been
4, I
playing-
think. Yeah.
I've still been playing a lot of Rocket League and Overwatch.
All right, so actual video games.
Handing out, sorry, just got to get this out there. Anyone that wants to get a free L in Rocket League, hit me up. Ninja L34, handing out free L's.
Heard that? That's a repeat. Ninja Elf 34. Compete in Rocket League.
He's actually
Rocket
shit.
League. Yeah,
Rocket
Rocket League, guys. Not
Actual
League.
actual video game like campaign wise, you anticipating anything? In the first episode, we talked about Cyberpunk. I forgot what else we talked about.
I can't wait for
Cyberpunk
that.
kind of led it.
See, I don't really look at new games as
Cyberpunk's gonna be
much.
Don't.
fucking crazy. That newest
I
trailer
mean, I
came
knew
out recently.
Cyberpunk. That game looks sick.
Looks dope.
I'm more about old campaigns. I still have something they got to play it. Like you guys saw me playing Dante's Inferno. Great game.
I actually
Fantastic
You
game.
ever watched the anime
No.
of that
still
the
haven't.
game? I watched it a couple days ago and it was actually
Really?
pretty awesome. Yes, they have a full feature length movie about that game. I was watching.
Are you sure it's about the game or about like
It's about the
book?
story. The story.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, the game has a bunch of cutscenes.
It's the same. It's essentially the same thing, but it's an anime. It's like it's drawn out. It's an entire.
I mean,
mean, that
the
sounds
game
pretty
has
sick.
drawn out stuff.
I know. I've seen the game, but it's an actual movie.
Well, you sure it's just not the clips from the game
No,
in a
it's
show?
not.
Okay.
Trust me, I know.
That's really cool.
It's the actual cartoon that was developed about the story of Dante's Inferno, and it's great. Watch
Dante's
the entire thing.
I mean, that game's the shit.
Dante's Inferno. I watched you play in South Carolina, correct?
game's
It looks super hard. Okay, now I'm caught up.
Holy Christ, that game is hard as shit, depending on what part you're at.
That's also what we talked about. We talked about Dark Souls being the hard one. Like, do you guys like those type of games? No?
There's a very fine line between hard and fun. And it's like, oh my god, I can't play this. This isn't fun. I'm just getting my ass kicked.
No, I like Dark Souls. Like, I like that type of gameplay and stuff. Dark Souls itself, I just never got into. Okay. Because it just didn't grab me, you know? But Bloodborne, on the other hand, that was a fucking great game. I mean, it's made by the same people. It's only on PlayStation.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
But it's fucking phenomenal just because I love the art style and like the time period that it's set in. Like, I've seen enough like horror medieval stuff like Dark Souls is, but Bloodborne's like a Victorian age type of thing, and it is so cool the way they twist these stories and make these creatures and just, oh my god, it's so
some
cool.
like demented developers that like come up with
some
and
wacky I still have to play. What I'm most interested in is their newest game, Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Oh my god, a lot of people play that. I heard that game's hard as shit too.
Yeah, it's made by the same guys, and I know it's fucking hard. Like, I know it's hard, but I want to play it. It looks so cool.
So there's weird games. We were talking about Death Stranding. You guys look at that. Norman Reedus, correct?
What is that?
So I saw.
Is that like a zombie game?
So hold on a second.
No.
When Billy,
you can't even describe it.
Back in the last episode you guys did, Billy was talking about that game. When that first trailer came out for that game, I was hooked right away.
Oh god,
I was hooked right away.
And it wasn't even like a soundtrack, everything. It was like just cinematic. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, the thing is, like, they had the perfect song for that trailer.
Yes,
I was hooked as soon as I heard that. I'm like, wow, this is like cinematic quality.
Just like Until Dawn, cinematic wise.
It was like, I'm like, wow, this game looks great. And then I've only seen more since then. It looks great. I'm definitely gonna get the game when it comes out
for sure.
Devon, have you seen Walking Dead by chance?
The game?
No, the show. No.
I stopped watching after season 3.
No, but you've seen the beginning episodes, right?
Like a major actor from
there.
There.
Into it. Listen.
Let me tell you,
I'm not
it's
going to
not
say
worth
it's
it.
shit.
It's not.
But I don't give a shit about
It's not.
Oh, that's fair.
It.
Okay.
Okay. So Norman Reedus is in the game. He's an actor in that show.
I think I
know. Bearded guy.
If you saw him,
I'm pretty sure I know who that guy is.
Yeah. So I actually have a story about this guy.
To kiss him?
No. Did you fuck him? Whatever. Yeah. Okay. No, my cousins, they went on a vacation way back when. It was like middle school. They went on vacation to like Costa Rica. I think it was Costa Rica. And Norman Reedus was there. He's chilling with his son.
No way.
Yeah, he's chilling. And at the time, yes. At the time, my cousins were big fans of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And he was chilling in Costa Rica, and one of my cousins, she was sitting there. She was young at the time. She was eating dinner or something, and Norman Reedus was like sitting like 3 tables down, like he was just sitting with his son chilling. And my cousin's she was a huge fan of him at the time, sitting there chilling. My other cousin's like, hey, isn't that Norman Reedus sitting right there? She's like, she's eating. She's like, yeah, I'm going to try to pretend like he's not sitting there. And she's freaking out. She's low-key freaking out, eating her food. And they both end up going over there being like, hey, can we get your autograph? He's like, yeah, man, yeah. Signs it. All good. They meet him, talk to him for a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. That happens. Next day, they're chilling on the beach. He's out there with his son, chilling on the beach, drinking out of a coconut.
What?
Please tell me they didn't bug that poor man again.
They did. They talked to him again, and he was chilling. He was fine. He's a really chill dude. So
I'm sure he doesn't want to talk to those guys.
Well, I mean, there's no paparazzi or anything. So like he was.
That's
just
true.
Chilling.
If you're in a different place.
He was just chilling, and they were talking to him for a little bit. They ended up having like a full-fledged conversation with him.
That's really cool.
What's your opening line if you saw him at the restaurant the day before, and then you see him at the beach? What's the first thing you say to him? Go right now.
Hey man.
Hey, how you doing?
Again.
I'm just gonna go up and go, hey, so you come here often?
He's talking about talking to me like I'm gonna be creepy, but you go ahead and say that.
I'm trying to fuck him. What?
So we can do 2 things here. One is if you guys were famous, do you think you'd be annoyed with people constantly coming up to you?
Yes.
Like if you're at Norman Reedus' level, you're just very famous.
Well, here's the thing: it'll happen regardless, and then for the first year, I'd think it's cool, but then after a while, it's like I can't even go fucking
a year. I'll tell you what, kudos to you because I ain't lasting a year.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be that guy on Team TMZ. He's like, Devon Helper calls Guy an asshole because he fucking tried to keep taking pictures with him.
No, see, I'm saying I could probably go a year dealing with it and I'd be like, yeah, what's up, man? Like, I would appreciate the fans.
Dude, I get it, but people are rude.
No, but
people
then after
rude.
a while...
Like when they just shove a camera in your face
I
and
get
take a
that,
picture?
because, like, after that, I'd be fucking annoyed because I feel like I'd go to, like, pump gas or something. Some dude's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, leave me alone.
I'm gonna say that's the thing. If, like, I feel bad, because, like, if you're famous, it's like think for Brad Pitt. That motherfucker cannot go anywhere without being known as, like, Brad Pitt.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
You were in Glorious Bastards. Hey, you were in this movie. Hey, you were in that movie. I would be so annoyed.
How'd Angelina feel? Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, and people are saying stuff like
Yeah.
Hey, how's that? Hey, how's all your 8 children that you adopted? Say bad shit, and then when they get punched in the face, they get sued.
Well, I think...
Like, they say terrible things. You've never seen that in an actor freak out. Did you ever hear about Afro Man?
Yes.
I think they called him the N-word, and he kicked her in the face and had to go to jail.
Oh, man.
All right, well, I think Graydon was the closest to famous in the way that you don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but you know, you wear your army stuff. People come up to you, don't they?
Stolen Val.
You know, they come up to you, talk to you. It's a little different, but
you know,
you got people coming up to you still, right?
Yeah, the attention, you know, it's one thing, but like, it does get. It's like I'm not one of those guys that wants that stuff, you know. Like I'm more of a low key guy that's like trying to stay under the radar. Like I get sick of that real quick when people be coming up to me, thank me for my service, blah blah blah. Like it's like, all right, yeah, get the whole spiel.
Hey, thank you for your service.
Yeah, whatever. But like, yeah, it's just how it is, man. Like, I get sick of it. When
you came back from deployment that one time, it took everything I had not to scream stolen valor.
You did
second
anyways.
No, I did not. That was at the Red Mill.
That was Red Mill,
and I almost got Frank to scream it. But I didn't, because I saw so many people there with like army stuff and marine stuff on. I'm like, if I scream stolen valor,
you're getting beat.
They're gonna be so mad at me.
See, even
not
like,
realizing,
even during like that though, I was still uncomfortable because I'm like, just came from like a real deployment and stuff like that. I was like, I wasn't ready for that, but you know, it is what it is. It was a good time. I got to see everybody and stuff like that.
Hey, I mean, we got that DJ to play Omerta.
That was funny, man. That was funny.
I could not believe.
He's like, hey, what kind of music do you like? And I was like, anything, man. And then Frank was like, yeah, man. He's like, when? I
don't know how you made Frank sound.
He's like, hey, I want you to play Omerta by Lamb of God. This DJ, he had no idea. He's like, all right, yeah. Puts it on.
Oh no!
I remember he looked around. He was like, "What the fuck is this?"
You make Frank sound like the devil on your show.
Hey, could you play? Hey,
just fucking do it, man.
Please play Omerta. He did, and it was funny because the DJ. I remember the DJ was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, and it was funny watching everybody in the crowd and sitting around having. They're just having casual food and stuff. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
He's letting the lead out. He's playing Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden,
and then you're like, oh, Randy Blythe is more like, oh.
Well, yeah,
it's different, man. It's different.
It's a great song.
It is. No, that was fucking hilarious. I loved that shit.
All that music was. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say before we move on, have you guys seen anybody famous?
Yes, I met.
That was gonna be my last question. You met who?
Volbeat.
Oh, you met Volbeat.
I have not.
He's freaking cool.
I guess some people off the Bears. I swear to God,
you should meet off the Bears.
Nobody cares.
First off, Charles Peanut Tillman will beat the shit out of you right now.
That dude's an OG.
The FBI.
Yeah,
he's also one of the darkest men I've ever seen in my life. He was so dark. Like, it was scary.
Where'd you see him?
It was for like an autograph thing.
Oh, you went to that?
Wait,
it was so
hold on a second.
It was like
was that the football?
Oh.
Remember when me and you were on the football team and they had those Bears players come and teach us how to play?
No.
Remember
That's
that?
cool.
Yes. You were on the team.
Was that Lightning?
My cousin was on the team too.
I don't remember.
We had the Bears players, the defensive line. They came and taught us how to.
The whole
Listen, I'm
defensive
not
line?
calling you a liar.
There was like a few players.
I'm
From
about to say, I'm not
Oh.
calling you a liar, but I
ain't calling you a truther.
We used to play
I ain't
for
calling you for dinner.
the Fighting Irish, man.
Dude.
We played.
I'm not
Marion-
calling you a liar.
we
You
played
keep
Mar-
trying to
we
explain
played-
it to me, but I'm not remembering.
Right.
Oh, wait.
It's
Oh,
At Marion?
here it
At
comes.
Now he's
Here it
remembering.
comes.
Okay, now I actually remember what you're talking
Yep.
about.
There you
I
go.
do remember what you're
Central
talking about.
fucking-
Only
you're
said
right.
95% of the story.
He only said 95% of the
It's a
story.
dud. It's a dud.
Fuck off.
I still got to tell Billy's story about when he smoked weed.
Oh, which one? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, no, I want to hear it from your perspective.
All right. So back in the day.
It's like the cross he did as he was just
So,
passing.
all right, hold on a second.
Let's hear it, Graydon.
Because I'm deceased.
Back in the day, old Smokey Spethman. Smoking.
That's you. I'll drink to that.
Smoking.
Cheers to that.
Smoking a lot of weed. I got 2 of these dudes hooked on weed, and I still feel bad for it to this day. You don't smoke as much weed anymore, but he does.
I haven't.
And I was the
ever.
start of it, which is not good. But anyways,
Actually,
I remember.
me more than.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I started. I was the one that got you started.
Anyways.
He threw up on my couch. Doesn't matter.
Rolled in it.
That's for a different day.
I don't want to fucking start getting into
Nah, we're not getting into that.
That's on part
Go ahead.
2.5. So anyways, this night I remember I was like, hey Billy, man, you want to smoke some weed? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I'll do it.
Why do you make me sound like a fiend? What the fuck?
He's like, yeah, I'll do it. We're in this hot tub out back, chilling. I'm like, all right, we're gonna smoke. He's like, yeah, man, hell yeah, I'll smoke. we end up smoking.
I mean, OG style out of a fucking apple.
Was it out
Oh,
of apple?
It was
God.
out of an apple.
Okay,
That's
it
how
was.
I know it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
If it was out of the apple.
It
I know
was
a long
apple
time
tokes.
ago. Apple tokes, yeah.
So anyways, we're smoking. Billy ends up getting so high that he's looking around like, what's going on, man? Like,
We're in the hot tub at this point.
Yeah,
and it's,
like-
it's fucking.
go ahead, talk about your perspective.
I'm just sitting there and I'm like, all right, we need some sick jams. So I hook up my speaker, I'm on my phone, and I'm looking up some music. I just fucking play the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
And now I'm like, all right, that's fine. And he's playing some like weird shit from fucking Lord of the Rings, man. I'm like, this is dope. This is dope, but this is weird at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome. Anyways, I'm like, hey, Bill, you want to keep smoking? He's like, no, I'm good. At that point, I look over and Bill's sitting all the way back, reclined in the hot tub, with his. I think he had water. He had water in his cup. He was drinking it, but he was like so in the hot tub. He was so low in the hot tub that the hot tub water was going into the cup. The water from the hot tub was going in the cup, and I was like, I'm just sitting there watching it happen, and he's sitting there like a climax comes on the Lord of the Rings song. He goes like this, holds his drink all the way up, and goes back and takes a sip of it, and there's hot tub water. All right, this is it, man. I was like, I'm done. Billy, he's in another dimension. That same night, we go back, we finish from the hot tub, go back up to his room and play video games. I'm playing Shadow of Mordor.
That's right,
On
yeah.
PS4. I'm playing.
Oh, what a great game.
And I was pretty high too because I smoked a lot. I was pretty high and I was playing like this game is great. I remember like looking behind me and I see Billy just like completely staring. He didn't even blink. He was just staring at the TV, just watching me play. He's like, this is the best shit I've ever seen. I also have a really funny picture of when Billy first got high.
God.
If you want to put it in the YouTube,
Yo, should that be the
let me know.
thumbnail?
That should be the fucking thumbnail. Dude, hold
really
on. One of
fucking
my
good
favorite
picture.
times of when Billy got high is when Riley was out here.
I have
think it's
video.
Oh my god!
No, this is before.
I remember.
That was
Was it
Chicago.
when he was like on the ground? He's like,
That's not that video. This is you were. I'm not sure you were here, but Billy had your VR, so yeah, you had to have been gone. And then Philip was playing Resident Evil for like that motherfucker. Do you know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker didn't leave the chair for like 3 hours. Philip playing Resident Evil for like 3 hours straight. And we went, me, him, and Riley went and got high. We came back.
He didn't even know you guys were gone, or what?
Oh, no, I mean, like we said, okay, we're going outside. We'll be back. And we came inside, and Billy was laying like spread, like trying to make a snow
like
angel
Jesus.
on his floor, not even on his couch. And then like 5 minutes goes by, and then Billy just goes, "Hey, where's Phil at?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? Where's Phil at?" And he's like, "Where's Phil? I just heard the door close." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, "Phil's right there," and I point, and Billy's laying next to Philip. That's why I was like, "Yo, what is he talking about?"
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
That's okay. That's
and then
okay.
that same night, Riley, one of my favorite quotes from Riley ever is we were talking about the Denny's in Huntley. I'm like, there's a Denny's. Hey, do you remember?
God.
We argued for half an hour, and then I remember this is his quote. "I know you're right, but you're wrong. I was like, well, how are you going to call me right and then tell me I'm wrong? I was like, there's a for sure Denny's, and I looked it up on Google Maps, and he's like, you're still wrong. I'm like, I have physical proof the Denny's is in Huntley.
He's never backing down, man.
Oh my God.
We still gotta, Devon, I'm sorry to say this, but you still gotta talk about Vince when he drank up in Dork.
Oh, why?
Oh, that was hilarious.
I'm just sitting here all innocent. We're good.
That's exactly why we got to talk about
There's
you.
no way.
That is
You're not getting
so
out of this.
So
I lasted an hour
I guess
in here
I'll take over
before
on,
the story came
out
up.
on this story. So there was two separate cars. It was me, Billy, and Jake Hurst in my car. Then it was Vince and Philip in the other car.
Yep.
It's about a 4-hour ride, right, from here till Dorking.
4 hour ride? What are you talking? It's like 3 hours. Not
3?
even.
It was like 4.
We had 4.
I don't think it's 4 hours. I don't know.
Either way, it's long.
It's a decent ride. So we got there, and since me, Billy, and Jake bought all the liquor, we said Vince and Philip have to buy the food. So we got there and we started drinking. We're playing some card game for like half an hour. Then they showed up. Let's talk about this. Immediately when they came back, they bought hamburger bun, or no, they bought hamburgers and no bun.
Yeah.
That's how you
They
gotta
just
eat
had
sometimes.
hamburgers. And we were like, how the fuck did you forget if there's 2 things you need to buy
Yeah,
and you forgot 50%?
We changed our minds halfway through.
And the
That's
second,
for sure.
Also, then when they're bringing in the groceries, the second they walked in, me, Billy, and Jake immediately handed them a shot of
So
Captain
gotta
Morgan
catch up.
and said, "Yep, you're playing the catch-up game now, fuckers."
On an empty
It
stomach,
sucks
that was a bad
like a
mix.
shot of Captain. You
I
just
won't
don't
lie,
do,
Captain
like-
sucks as a shot as well.
Yep.
So Vince took a shot like a champ. Philip took a shot and was like, "Nah, I'm not drinking." He was done after that.
Phil was smart that night.
He had a bad
So
stomach.
then-
He had the stomach rot.
He had the stomach rot, yeah. So then I challenged Vince to shot pong.
Oh.
So 1 cup on each side, and we did
Not
it.
beer pong, shot pong.
Yeah, one cup on
one
each
cup,
side.
1v1.
Captain Morgan in each cup. I made
There's
3 cups in a row,
There's a bunch.
and I was like, "Do you want to stop?" He's like, "Let's do one more." And then on the 4th one, he was already hammered when he poured his
Yeah.
shot. It was like half a cup to Cap, and I was like, "Jesus Christ!" I just poured it in my cup. I made it again. I was like, "We're done." And then we were playing the Circle of Death. I think
I love that
on
game.
my
Yeah,
nice
Yes,
little
love
It was a little while.
Black-
It was a table
Table.
like this, but black.
yeah, one of
this
those
game.
nice little black beer pong tables
Yeah.
that I was playing on. So Vince is just sitting there hammered, and he didn't eat all day.
Nope.
And I
There's your
remember-
mistake.
Oh,
that was,
yeah.
That
Yep.
was mistake number 1 and prime mistake right there. Then he was eating pretzels like a fiend. Like a fiend. He was grabbing them by
Because
handfuls and
in my
shoving-
mind, I was like, I gotta eat. You
yeah,
know?
he was
So-
hammered, shoving pretzels in his mouth. Then
I mean, once you're too far, it's like you're not getting
That's
better.
it.
Like,
no,
that's
and
it.
I just kept telling him like I literally remember telling him like multiple times like you're gonna throw up if you don't calm down. And he's like, "No, I feel great," because it's his like first time being drunk. He's like,
Yep.
"I feel like a champion. I feel amazing." So then we're sitting there, and then he proceeds to pick up his drink, his mixer.
with his fucking thumb and pinky.
thumb. He
I
tried to-
lasted 2. That was my second mixer, so I was fine the first one, and then
You were not fine, but you weren't.
I wasn't doing that.
Yeah,
It's capable.
yeah.
No. It wasn't like that. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
like this.
He picked it up, immediately spilled his drink all
But think
over my
hammered.
Yeah, spilled his drink all over my table. And
was
then
like
immediately
this.
just
Yeah.
then Vince just does this. After he spilled the drink, he was just like just threw his hands up. And then
all over the car.
he went and sat on the couch. I'm like, sit on the couch and just relax. I was like, you need to relax. You're gonna throw up. And then we were sitting there, and like 5 or 10 minutes went by, and I remember
Did the
him
breath.
looking.
He like poked or something. He was like, hey.
Yeah, he poked me. Also, yeah, I totally forgot about it. He was doing
Breath.
what I call the liquor
The liquor-
breath. When
no,
you drink
yeah.
too much liquor and you're just going,
I know about that. Trust me.
I know about that.
you
Talk
just
about
keep
Devon
blowing
throwing
out. Yeah, and you keep blowing out because you're so hammered. Then he pokes the back of me and going, I think I need to go to the bathroom. So I
No,
immediately,
it was, hey, where's the bathroom?
so then I immediately send Jake with him to the bathroom. I like grab a chair and a water, and then he proceeds to be in the bathroom for 4 hours.
Hunched
every
over,
time-
didn't move.
Yeah. And every time we try to give him advice to make him feel better, he just would disregard it and kick us out of the bathroom.
Well, he didn't want to see you guys throw up, man.
I didn't want to see him throw up. I was just trying to help him.
See you.
That was it. These guys did take care of me, though.
I won't.
Yeah.
Hey, at least
remember-
we didn't have to hold your hair.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
about to say, I walked in there and Vince is still leaned over. I'm like, you need to lean back in the chair and just like breathed deeply, and just leaned
The leaning
back.
back was,
And then he leaned back. He's like, "No, my stomach!" Get out!
Because I leaned forward so long, so all the blood rushed to the front of my head.
Yep.
That was bad.
That'll happen.
Yeah, I brought the chair in so he leaned back, but instead he just hunched over for 4 hours.
The stomach pain, dude.
I for sure had the 4 hour experience.
And I won't lie, I was a bit of
happens.
an asshole the next day. We were driving out to go to a shop in
I didn't
Door
even know where
County.
we were.
Yeah, Billy was just
Ice
fucked up.
cube, ice
Yeah,
tray.
and then
fucked.
Vince was hungover really bad in the back.
Was that the
and I
ice
started
cube ice tray?
whipping the car around, and Vince, I could see him doing the breathing like he was gonna puke, and I just turned around and go, "If you fucking puke in my car, I'm gonna kill you." Me being the asshole I am.
You just reminded me. I was sitting back there. I didn't even know where the fuck we were, and
That was at ISU, the Iceberg Ice Tray. I'll never forget.
Was
Are
it?
you sure
Yes,
it was?
I'm 100%
Are
sure.
you sure? Because I just remember sitting in the back of the car and was like, "Did you just say Iceberg Ice Tray?"
Yeah, I was
This
playing,
isn't a
I was
fucking
playing
rap
the
song.
Migos, and you're like, Billy's like, "This shit is dumb as hell. They're talking about icebergs and ice trays and ice cubes. I don't want to hear this shit."
Or the
It
bathroom.
was so stupid.
By Graydon.
Goodbye.
All right, this is actually a good place to take
Take
a
another
second
break.
sponsor break. Vince, tell us what our sponsor
Yeah,
is.
this one brought to you by Before and After Hours.
Oh, what a surprise!
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I think so.
You're a good podcast, man.
Yeah, for sure.
They're certified on Pornhub. I didn't know if you guys know.
That would be sweet. You know, you could actually probably post that.
You know,
there.
I'm not gonna talk about actual porn here, but when they do like the memes though, like you know what I mean?
Oh yes.
I'm a big fan of this, just like whatever porn
Yeah,
star getting
they
away,
just do a
and then it'll
crop
be
of
like,
it.
when you forgot to fill out your taxes, and she has like a horrible look on her face. Those are my favorite ones.
And on that note, I think we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, Devon, give us a sick freestyle. Ready?
No, don't put
get
me on the fucking
freestyle.
spot.
No, you're on the
Don't
spot.
fucking put me on the spot.
You're on the spot now. Freestyle. Come on.
I can't fucking. I'm not freestyling. Sounds like you're throwing up and choking. Yeah, there's
All
the
on
right
Vince's podcast.
First hour we covered Area 51.
Did we?
We covered video games.
there. Shout out to the meme.
Well,
didn't
first
even
hour,
really
1 hour
cover
in.
video
Before the first break, second break, we came back, did Billy drinking hot tub water.
That was good. I
Did me
remember
throwing
that.
up everywhere in that bathroom.
That was a good
That's
time,
my bathroom now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Devin's throwing up all over my couch and floor, so it's okay.
I think we need to save
So we always
because
find it
that's a
hard.
great
That's
fucking
a story. Yeah,
That's next
Very
time.
descriptions of that.
story.
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
That'll be for a different podcast.
it's always hard moving on because you go back and think about all the weird shit we already talked about. Now are we done this already? So how do we move on from what we just talked about?
Devin, what do you think about JoJo's?
We can't talk about that.
Yes, we
Only due
can.
to the fact that these two have no idea what it is.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
I don't know
That's
what it is
fine.
either.
I just want to hear
Speaking
your
of that,
opinion
if
on
you
it.
want to laugh, I saw some guy at Wendy's whose head was like kind of looked like it was squished, and I was gonna send you a picture of his head saying his stand's getting his head smushed.
You know what? Hold
No
on a
one's gonna
second.
understand that unless
Hold
you
on.
watch JoJo.
Hold on
but
a
if you
second.
knew how funny
Let's hear
that
this
was.
kid.
I know exactly what this is. They're talking about anime.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
Not the bio.
As you see here, there's people in the show, and it makes it a good show.
Yeah,
Thanks,
when they-
John.
this is how Vince describes videos on Facebook. When you say, "Hey, did you see my
John
video?" He's
Madden.
like, "Yeah," and then he watched the first 5 seconds. Or there's that one of my favorite memes. It's when somebody comments on
yeah.
a video you tagged them in within a minute, and the video's 5 minutes long. And then they're
Oh
like,
God,
well,
I'm not watching that.
yeah, I'll be honest. If you tag me in a 5-minute video, unless
That's
it's
it.
like a street
You're
fight,
beat.
I'm not watching it.
Just like a street.
Dude, there was this one Dylan tagged me in. Oh my god, this big black guy. 3 dudes were fighting him, and then he punched like 2 of them in the face. Like, all right, we don't want to fight you anymore. He grabbed the last guy, picked him up over his head, and just slammed him on like an IHOP table. Those videos are so funny. He's like, "Yeah, you bitch. What now, bitch?" Just
Those
talking
are
shit.
the like the most funny ones. Like one of the best ones I've seen was when like the dude was at like a Waffle House. It's like, hey, can I get a waffle?
Waffle House.
Can I please get a waffle?
And somebody's getting punched in the head.
The two people are behind the counter getting their ass beat. That's one of the best things.
Can I please get a waffle?
He's like, can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle? And those like the two cooks are behind the counter just fucking fighting the shit out of each other.
Dude.
Do you see any of that stuff? You work at Wendy's, Devon? Do you see any of that stuff or get close to confrontation?
Dude, I would fight a customer.
What? No.
He wants to start the confrontation.
Yeah, but
He wants to start it. Have you seen it?
I wasn't there, but there was two people that got into a huge fight there. First off, let's talk about the lady had a dog in her purse, just hiding in her purse. So two dudes started fighting, and there was a lady, or it was a dude, his wife, and his kid, and then just like another random dude. And I left like an hour before because my shift ended, and I was eating at Steak and Shake for some fucking reason, which is right across the street.
Yeah.
And I came back, and there was a huge fight. They broke one of our doors out in the lobby because they pushed them into it.
Oh,
the dude had pulled a gun.
Whoa.
And the cops got called. And then meanwhile, we're watching this on like the cameras we have. And meanwhile, this is happening. We cut to different cameras to see if there's anything else. You just see a dog hop out of the purse and just start walking around the dining room. The dog is like the size of a kitten. That's how small the dog was. Just wandering around.
Speaking of dogs, I'm gonna go tell my dogs to
I can hear it.
Is that what that was?
Politely,
pronunciation
though.
right
So
there.
you guys continue. I will be.
If you
right
guys
back.
hear dog squeals, because Billy's punting his dogs.
I am fucking nice. I love my dogs. Don't be a dick.
He's got good dogs.
Billy beats his dogs, and you guys don't even know.
You're a fucker.
Oh my!
It doesn't mean you don't beat your dogs, though.
That isn't true.
He's giving him a shoulder massage right now.
Oh, confrontation.
All right, we're gonna talk big shit about Billy while he's gone now.
All right, so he's worked at Wendy's. I've worked at Jewel. Have you had any of those customer service jobs?
No. So I've never had.
Lucky.
I've never had it. No, but the thing is, though, I've had to deal with a lot of shit, like labor shit. Before I went into the army, dude, it's all labor shit. So
You gotta have one or two choices: labor, customer
yeah.
service.
So like I was I worked for this deconstruction trash company for a little bit, which just means like we'd go into like like decrepit homes that were like abandoned and stuff like that, and get rid of trash and like all sorts of stuff. Before I joined the army, I was in the like went to this one house where like it was like a porn house, dude. Yeah. Like there was porno mags, there was used condoms everywhere. I was like, dude, come on, man. I
don't have porno mags and used condoms in my room.
Just laying on it.
Well, you never know. So, anyways,
all right, make me sound like a nasty boy.
Anyways, I'm cleaning this house up. It took a long process, it was like a couple weeks. And this dude was like a deck remover, so he had like a bunch of old deck wood in his yard, and I remember having to burn it all the time. And this one time, I was burning the wood, I was keeping control of the fire, everything, and then like one day, I burnt too much of it, and then it like ended up like catching more than I wanted it to, and I almost burnt the entire property down. Like if I wasn't there to step the fire out, I would have burned the entire property down. Because I remember the fire spreaded to like the.
Were you doing the big black when you were stepping out the fires? Which I'm almost saying stomp.
Yeah.
Where you were doing like stomp the yard on the.
because it was like it spread over to the vegetation next to it, and like it was catching, and I was like, oh
That's
shit!
bad.
If I wouldn't have stomped that out, like everything would have been on fire. Like
Guys, the craziest thing happened.
Oh, Billy's coming back here.
I found beer.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Wow.
So go.
Sorry. Continue. It's my plunder.
We were talking about Graydon
putting the fire out.
putting fires out
Oh, that'll happen.
at a house. It almost burnt down the entire house.
Yeah, almost burnt down an entire property down. Right?
for sure.
Wait, I think I heard this.
I've
Was this
done
when
this
you were
before,
sweeping
too.
and
I've
shit?
done it twice.
Like,
Almost burned a property
you were
down.
sweeping
Almost
some crazy shit.
Burned
when
my
you were
house
like
down. Yeah.
really fucking torched, and you were like,
That see, he knows, he remembers.
This guy.
So that was where I worked for that business. I was with this one dude, and the boss left, and we're like, "Hey, man, the boss is gone."
Like, hey,
He
man.
was like, "Hey,"
man.
he's like, "The boss is gone. You want to smoke some herb?" I'm like, "I'm like, yeah, man, yeah."
Yeah, Graydon was like, "Is the Pope Catholic? Hell yeah!"
I was like, yeah. So that's when I smoked the weed, and then I was lighting shit on fire, and then that fire was starting to catch other shit on fire that wasn't supposed to be on fire. And then I'm over there trying to stomp it out. I stomped it out, but if I wouldn't have said anything, would have burnt the whole property.
The whole thing gone? What would you have done? You just
Paid for somebody's fucking house.
Wow.
This would have been me if the boss would have came back and been like this.
Well, I
It's
guess.
that SpongeBob meme. I'm going to head out now.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Oh, the new meme that's coming out.
It's the new meme format right now. And I got to be honest, I'm already sick of it.
Already?
Like, I love SpongeBob memes. Don't get me wrong, but this one I think is the weakest one.
Well,
Can I have a bite of the
best-
super delicious sandwich?
Was the
No.
best SpongeBob
a better
meme
meme.
the caveman one?
Oh, that was.
Oh
the
my
best
god,
I'm
that
talking
meme
about-
was too popular.
one. That was the best
really
one.
good.
I did enjoy the confused Mr. Krabs when everything was like distorted.
Oh,
He was like,
yeah.
First
That
off,
one's good too.
no,
Yeah.
the best one is the one where it'd be like, "Can I have a drink?" and then be, "Can I have a drink?" where it's all misspelled.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
you.
the best
I
one.
still
That's
use
you.
That's
that to
literally
this day.
me. Yeah. You literally sent that today.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. Me and Graydon were late. Billy just said,
Yes,
"I'll be
sorry.
here at 8" in that shithead format because he was mad at us.
Hey, I was waiting, man.
But hold on a second. Explain to the viewers that are on YouTube why you have this on right now.
Hi,
you have
YouTube.
why I
you're
have
dressed
this
like
on?
this.
Because
Yes.
it's just my formal wear.
That's what he wears
He
every
was
day.
role playing with a lady. It's ladies' night.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's no ladies here.
Yeah, no, I took
You're
my
here.
final trip to the Renaissance Fair for the year. It's only open from July till Labor Day weekend. So I went like this is my
Oh,
third.
this wraps it up.
Yeah, this is my third time this year. I love going. It's the greatest time. It's just
And
a whole,
if you've
it-
never gone, you really should go. It's so
seriously,
much fun.
It is awesome. It's just like think of just a whole old time like 1500s village. And everybody's just drinking, eating crazy good food, and having a great time. There's shows everywhere. You got ladies singing about dicks and shit. Like, out of context,
He's not wrong. He's
out of
not wrong.
context, it's weird, but like, it's
Okay.
hilarious. And there's jousting. There's fucking throw tomatoes at a guy
Nah,
that's
wait.
in
I
like
was
a
about to say. Let me
stockade.
talk about it. If you just want to go and just waste like 3 hours, go buy you a drink. Go all the way to the back of the Renaissance Fair to the tomato stand. And
Oh.
just enjoy your day.
Yeah,
we
is
were-
this guy?
we were talking about that.
He's just chilling in a stockade, and you throw tomatoes at the guy. But the whole good thing about it is he just insults
He's
everybody.
roasting you alive. So let's talk about when I went. I threw. First thing he said right off the top. Hey, look, it's a fat Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's
I
funny as
started
hell.
dying
Can
laughing.
you get real close to that camera so everybody can see you? All right.
That's him.
That's him.
Fat
That's
Neil
him.
deGrasse Tyson right there.
Neil
How's
deGrasse
it
Tyson, if you're
going?
watching this, that's him.
So let's talk about Infinity.
Oh,
That's
jeez,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
I had two things about the Renaissance Fair. One, is that the only Renaissance Fair in Bristol, Wisconsin?
No,
Not the
there's
only one,
there's a
but-
lot, but it's the number one in the country.
Okay.
In the country?
In the country.
In Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, number one in the country.
Wow.
Second one was, you guys weren't here for this. We opened up, did our plugs and stuff like that. We talked about what the interview process would be like to be that tomato guy. To just sit in that box and just insult people. Like, what do you think that
Yeah.
would be like?
Tell you what, it's not easy. Just to make fun of people all day is easy
No,
as
yeah,
that sounds.
it's like
You gotta
think
be
of it this way.
creative,
It's improv. That's what it is.
It is. You guys
And you have
think
to
you
be
could do
really
it?
good at it.
I think I could do it. Yeah,
You think so?
I might. I feel
gotta
like I'd
be-
be too mean.
See,
to be
here's the
honest.
thing though, is because there's also there's little kids that go up and
That's
throw
why I said
tomatoes.
I'm like I can censor myself, but there's only so much I could say like that's like PG before
Yeah.
you gotta like, hey, you look like shit. Like,
Very creative. I see.
well, now I'm just making an example.
No, I remember.
There's only so many things.
One
you
of
can
my
say.
fucking favorite insults that I heard. This was a few years ago. I went with my dad, and he was throwing tomatoes, and he was wearing a fucking Back to the Future shirt.
Oh no.
And the fucking guy, well, my dad's throwing, he's like, hey, why don't you go back to the past and get your fucking hairline back?
Oh my god.
I was dying. Oh my god,
Wow.
it was hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. He says some of the funniest shit I've ever heard. So you're just sitting there chilling, and then you're like, all right, that one's all right, that one's all right. And then like a 40-year-old guy will walk up, and since it's a 40-year-old guy, he just goes right into it. Sir, you just look like absolute shit, and you throw the same, and it's just so funny.
I love it. It's one of my favorite things there.
Graydon, have you gone?
No, I've never been.
You've never been?
I want to take you next year, for sure.
I've never been, man.
We're
Girl,
going
you know,
time.
there's one word you need to learn. because everybody said there. You ready, Billy?
1, 2, 3.
Huzzah! That's what everybody says there all the time. Like right when you walk in through the gates, you get all your stuff checked and you just huzzah!
What it is because when you get your drink and if you leave a tip, they ring a bell really loud and you're like huzzah! And everyone just gets into it.
Yeah.
What about Skull?
Skull. Oh, that's a
Nobody
that's a
else
different
Skull.
thing.
Ready?
Dude, one of the last crazy things that I saw there, and then we'll move on, but this was like 2 years ago or so. So they have this like pub crawl thing. Mm-hmm. So you sign up, you go on this pub crawl. It's really cool. I've never done it because it always sells out like immediately, but I've always wanted to do it. Now, this was like 2 years ago when I didn't know what the pub crawl was. Mm-hmm. So I'm going, and we're at this bar, and it's like a wide open bar. So you got the bar here, and then there's some like standing up tables, and then there's an open field, like a smoking area or whatever. Mm-hmm. Just setting up the picture, you know? So then we're in line getting drinks, and then all of a sudden, these people that are like standing at one of those like standing up tables, somebody just smashes a fucking glass on there.
Like glass.
Breaks it?
Yeah,
broken.
Like smashes the glass on there. And is like getting into like a fight, and then like 3 people around are starting to fight, and then dudes whip out the sword, and they're having a fucking sword fight. And here's me thinking like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Like
they were actually fighting with the sword.
They
like,
were
for real, like to kill each other.
They were fighting, but I realized later on it was scripted.
Oh,
was it really?
Yes.
Okay,
But dude, they
did
have like wooden imps there.
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
keep going.
They did it so well. I thought it was real.
Okay,
Like.
They're really good. They're really good.
It was scripted, but you hear the bottle break, and some dude's like in someone's face with a broken bottle, and then everyone pulls out swords, and they're having a legit like bar fight with swords and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It's probably just one of the events, and you had no idea. They have like 80 different events at the Renaissance Fair.
It's insane, and it's cool because they have some that they only do. Like, if it's raining or during certain weather. Like, they have specific things that they do depending on, like, what's going on.
When we were there, they had a mud show. And I went with my manager. And that was great. I've never seen the mud show. That was fun.
It was very cool.
He ate the mud. Dude, shout out to that guy. I literally watched him eat this mud. That was foul.
He ate mud?
Dude, see, today I saw a sword swallower. And, I mean, you see that stuff on YouTube and, like, America's Got Talent and stuff all the time. Yeah. But this dude swallowed a sword that was, like, one of those, like, curvy swords. It was like,
he swallowed a scimitar?
What in the fuck? No, it wasn't a scimitar.
Jagged.
It was like a straight sword, but it curved.
It had a little bit of a curve to it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I was like, dude, what in the hell?
I don't go to those shows.
My mom was standing next to me, and she's like, no, not watching.
Yeah, dude. I like the cat show. Where they have the cats doing tricks, and then they also got a rat.
Yeah. They got good stuff there.
You heard I pronounce rat?
Rat.
Yeah, dude, because it's a rat.
Rat bastard.
First off, I'm speaking for all the black people. Black people don't like rats. So when I saw big ass...
It's a rat.
Yeah. Oh, shit. It's a rat. Yeah, that meme. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
So back to Billy, because that was basically LARPing in the bar or whatever you were.
I totally forgot that was a thing.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Have you guys seen
it's
LARPing at
hardcore,
all?
though.
Or what do you think of it?
Never seen.
Yes.
See, I remember back in the day, like when we were in like high school, middle school, there was like LARPing going on with all the people that like we went to high school with.
Dude,
yeah, but when you're thinking of Renaissance Fair, don't think of LARPing because these guys they got their shit
real
down.
swords and
like,
stuff.
Yeah, they got their shit down.
The only LARPing I remember is when we were in high school and people fucking did that shit. That's
You ever get asked to do it?
no.
No?
Someone
all right, I want to be honest. It seemed fun.
Yeah, it's creative stuff, you know?
Dude, somebody told me, I think it was Keith, he said some dude wanted to LARP with him or something. He gave Keith a battle axe, and Keith just said he beat the shit out of him with this big foam battle axe. It's like,
of course
just
he
kept
did.
smacking
Hey, we
him.
need to get Keith on here, man, to like confirm if
That
these stories
would-
are
Oh my
true.
god, if I could podcast
That would be
with
great.
Keith.
That would be
Because
great.
me, him, and Jake have so many stories from when we were younger.
Oh man,
That's your next challenge, bud.
Hey,
him
shout
out
out to
here.
Keith, come back from Vegas.
Yeah.
Pussy.
I'll drink to
Tag
that.
him in this, Keith. I know you're a cop, but
First
you're fine.
off, he's not on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, he deleted it.
It'll
didn't
go
he?
on YouTube. It'll go on Spotify. It'll go on.
Pornhub.
Do we know why he deleted it? Because with Facebook Messenger, you are in so many chats.
Yeah,
first of all.
Yeah, if you're one of our friends, you're affiliated with about 37.
He's probably with some
I'm in
women.
at least 5 different chats with these people. Like, I don't know why.
It depends on the situation. But if you leave a chat, it'll bring that chat back up and let you know he left. You're like, I forgot that was a thing. So
Yes.
he did that for like 90 things.
Yes.
You're like, oh, he's gone. Okay.
That's it. It's a wrap.
So I don't know what happened with him.
Fucking call it.
Yeah,
Put it
but
in
he
the
said
books.
he's a cop now, huh?
I don't know if he's a cop. I know that's what he was doing.
Well, he had a whole news story on him.
Really?
Yeah, he told me he kept.
It was the first
he was
black
mad
cop in Las Vegas.
It was on YouTube. I wish I could tell you what it exactly was
Yeah.
called. But one of my favorite things is like the lady kept saying, she's like, yeah, tell him you're from Vegas. He's like, no, bitch, I'm from Chicago. I'm not saying I'm from Vegas. I'm from Chicago. I was about to say, because I can personally say,
Gotta
like,
represent your hometown.
Illinois got its problems, but I'm never going to say I'm not from here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always going to represent.
Woodstock, man. Like,
Woodstock, baby!
You know how many times in my
There we
life?
go.
Well, it's Woodstock until
Hold on a second.
they don't live in Illinois.
Yeah,
'Cause
That's
they're
like,
I
when
live in
I'm
Chicago.
traveling, it's like, yeah,
I'm
sure,
from
but-
Chicago.
You know how many times I've told people, I've met many people from around the country, man. A lot of people. They're like, where are you from? I'm like, from Illinois. They're like, oh, from Chicago? No, I'm from Woodstock, man. They're, oh, Woodstock back in the 60s? I'm like, no, that's
Yep.
New York, man. You know how many
I
times
don't
I've-
even say it.
It was like, I was like, that's
The
I'm
movie from
Woodstock.
Groundhog Day?
Yes.
Sure,
That's
dude.
literally
I
it.
say
That is
that.
literally
You
it.
have to
You
say
say
that.
that too?
Yes, I have to say it to people.
Listen, I'm not going to
Like,
walk up to some 20-year-old dude and say, yeah, the movie in Ground or the
No,
place
when
in
I'm
Groundhog
talking to
Day.
people about where I'm from,
Yeah,
I'll be
older
like,
stuff.
have you ever seen the movie Groundhog Day? Yeah. No. If they say yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm from where that movie was filmed. I'm from that location. That's how I tell people.
So
That's where I'm from. I don't say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago. Because people will be like, oh, you're from Chicago? No, I'm not. Because, like, you can't. Trust me, I've met a lot of dudes that are from Illinois, but they'll say they're from Chicago when they're really not.
Yeah, I just say it because it's
easier.
It's all fun and games. So you're like, yeah, I'm from Chicago, and then they're like, what street you stay on? I'm like,
You're like Southside, baby.
The only
It's
time,
hard.
the only time I'll say I'm from Chicago is when I'm out of the country and there's no fucking chance.
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah, well,
knows.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
And
Chicago,
it's like, I
they
don't
know.
want to get in depth on like
Dude,
where the
I
fuck
say I'm from Chicago,
I
and
just
then
say
they're like, oh, I'm
Chicago.
from Chicago. Then I go, oh, I'm from Woodstock. I mean,
Well, when I'm talking to like a foreigner that's like
fuck foreigners.
definitely foreign and has never left that place, it's like I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm from Woodstock, Illinois. You're like,
Dude, been there.
I was gonna say,
what the hell is that?
what the hell is
He's
even
got a
that?
Swedish accent.
So
What? I can't even do a Swedish accent.
Helvete.
Stop.
What the hell is that?
Stop right now.
For fan också.
Oh no.
I go away to school. People from all over. I say Woodstock. They're like, So I then say another city that they all know. I go with Crystal Lake, Algonquin. Do you guys say the
What?
same thing?
Why would
No.
you go with that?
I say it's near Crystal Lake, near
For some
Algonquin.
reason,
They
Crystal
know
Lake's
those.
so much
But
popular
why?
than
The
Woodstock.
only thing
yeah.
is with you, Vince, is because you go to that school.
Yeah, you go to
Yeah.
ISU.
So people are going to be relative to the area.
All right,
little
no,
bit
hold
more,
on.
yeah.
Do you want to know what's fucking crazy? Is because I'm going to school in Elgin now, and I've met a bunch of people there, and they ask where I'm from, and I say Woodstock. They're in fucking Elgin, and they don't know what Woodstock is.
Wow, that's close too.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
Like, that's wow.
I mean, dude, there's certain towns that are so small that people are like,
Yeah.
it's like 45 minutes away
Woodstock
from Crystal
is-
Lake or whatever.
Woodstock's a
It's
pretty
big.
well-known town. Dude.
Woodstock, yeah. What is it, 25,
26,
20,000
around there,
people?
It's about
Yeah.
26, 27,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Crystal Lake level, right?
Yeah, it's about the
It's
same.
the same.
It's the
First
same.
off, let's be honest here. Crystal Lake is so fucking
Fucked up?
overrated. No, it's overrated.
Yeah, fucked up.
That's not fucked
Well,
up.
I
It's just overrated.
mean, it's
Okay.
Graydon's
Whatever.
looks give me
It's,
this
Crystal
podcast.
Lake not
Anyways.
overrated?
it's not that.
What do you
There's
mean
a lot
by
of
overrated?
crazy shit that
Like
goes
what?
down.
Everybody talks about Crystal Lake like it's fucking Vegas when you're around here.
Well, I haven't been.
That's 'cause
I
they're
haven't lived
from
here
there.
in about
Huh?
2.5
'cause they're from
years.
there.
So
What?
If they're from Crystal Lake, of course you're going to talk.
No, I'm
big
not talking
your
about
town.
fucking people from Crystal Lake. I'm talking about like people from like McHenry or like Woodstock.
Well,
Talk about
that's
Crystal
fair.
Lake.
If you're from McHenry, then
Yeah,
you
you
probably have your sister as your wife.
Okay, no, that's Wonder Lake. not
Wonder Lake.
McHenry.
but
McHenry's not bad.
see, the only thing is, like, you look at me. I haven't lived here in 2.5 years, man.
Yeah,
So
Yeah?
He got me. He got me on something. So we recently we went to South Carolina. That was the first time I did something big just by myself, basically without my
Right.
parents. I got the travel kick, so I would just want to travel more. because I came back to Woodstock and I'm like, this place sucks.
Let me tell you, it's addicting.
Yeah, you've been places. Graydon lives in
El Paso,
you
Texas.
Say, is that much better than here?
Dude. Come on. I live.
Dude.
Can you mark that, please? Thank you.
So I live in the middle of the desert, man.
Okay.
It's right next to the border of Mexico. Too.
So, do you wipe
It's
your
that
ass
close?
with sand or like?
Cacti.
I've done that before.
What's his ass with cacti? Are you kidding?
No, I have not. No.
I was like, holy.
I've been in the desert and I've had to
ouch.
wipe my ass with like literally my hand.
Anything you could
But,
find.
like, yeah, no,
I
I
shook
mean
his
that's
hand earlier.
yeah.
Was that when you were overseas that you did that?
Did that today.
Like I've had to be in training, like where we don't have like anything.
So, what did you have to do when you were overseas, though?
We'll talk about that in a different episode. But
That's how you know it's fucked.
Uh-oh.
so like yeah, dude, I've
Just shoved it up there.
I live in
You just got.
the literal
Yeah, El
desert.
Paso,
El Paso,
yeah.
El Paso's it's a good city, man. It's a good city. But like it's just
Well-
it's hot, man. It's always hot.
You've been to 2 different countries. The U.S. obviously.
I thought you were more than that.
It,
Or did you go to more?
I've been to Iraq and Kuwait.
Okay.
So
Do you
like
feel like that wasn't like it wasn't obviously a vacation, but you've seen
Iraq
different
was not
stuff.
a vacation.
You know what I mean?
It's
You've seen
definitely not a
different stuff.
vacation.
Do you have that travel kick in you? You want to go?
Well, it depends, man. Like you're traveling for a good reason or a bad reason.
Yeah.
Like
That's why it's different in your case.
So like back in the day when I did deploying stuff, that's for a bad reason. Like we're going over, we're doing our job.
You're going to fuck shit up.
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Going to
but,
claim
like,
some oil, yeah.
no,
Oil.
Not all.
not stuff like that. But like we go do our job, do what we got to do, and come back. Not in an area I want to go to. Like I've always wanted. Like I like tropical areas, man. Like I've always wanted to go to Florida. Like when
Listen,
I,
I don't want to shit on your dreams, but Florida is a pile of shit. I'm sorry for anyone that likes Florida. I fucking hate it.
I love
Florida
it,
man.
well, Florida right
Well,
now is getting hit by DeLorean.
Yes,
right?
it's getting hit by the hurricane.
Dorian.
Did you say DeLorean?
DeLorean.
Definitely say DeLorean.
I just read a picture or read a meme, not a read a picture.
But like
It
you
said
know,
that.
Florida's awesome, dude. Like I've been to some
You
bad
and Bill did
locations,
tropical
man.
stuff, right?
What?
You and Bill
Yeah,
did tropical.
me and Graydon went on a cruise together.
The cruise, yeah. That-
So I don't know if I've talked to you about that a lot. What did you think about that?
I thought it was pretty fun. The only thing I wish at that time I drank a lot because I was like, but you haven't drank yet. And I was like, man, let's drink. And you're like, I can't, man.
Well,
I can't.
here's the thing: is we were also like 16.
Yeah, but like you know,
Yeah.
I started at a young age, which is not good. But anyways, it's neither here nor there.
Well, we were
And,
also
like,
in Mexico, and
But like, I was
Confirm
like,
or
man,
deny a drink as a
we
minor.
could have drank on the boat. We could have, but like your parents were there. We're like, well, let's not do that. I was like, man, we could have been drinking right now. But anyways, it was fun. I saw some cool shit, man. Like when we did that Jaguar, swimming with the Jaguar.
that was
You,
awesome.
what?
There was a Jaguar
Yeah,
in
hold up.
the water, dude.
Yeah.
It
And
was
you fucking swam with
We
it?
didn't swim.
We
were
didn't.
just
We saw
off to
it.
the side.
Like
We're
you,
off
you
to
have to
the
like
See,
sign
okay,
up for it.
I
We
want to
didn't
tell you
do
right
that.
now, that's some white people shit.
White.
Jaguar in the water. Listen,
It was
There's a-
expensive, dude. It was expensive.
Yeah,
Great.
that's number one why it's white people shit. Black people aren't paying to swim with something that can kill you. Number
Dude,
one.
it was when we were there at that like little island type of place. It was like a private island.
It was like Cozumel.
no, we
or-
were in Honduras.
That's where it was. Yeah.
And we're on this little like private island that we had to like get tickets for or something. And we go there and everything was like
That was awesome,
all inclusive. You get fucking food and drinks and stuff. It was cool. I remember they had that diving thing or whatever. Not
With the rope.
yes, with the rope.
Yes,
so it was
okay.
like
Yeah.
20, 25 feet
Yeah,
up
it's like 20,
above the
25,
water.
yeah.
And there's a rope and you can swing out and then fall into the ocean. And
Camera. Oh, I already know what's going
this
on.
was
Yeah.
fucking terrible. I remember I did the dumbest shit. So I went to go do a backflip
I
off of that
fucking
thing.
knew it. I knew it.
I went to go do a backflip. I fucking did it, and then I slammed on my back, like landed on my
God.
back. So belly flop, but my back, and that shit sucked. But I had like a waterproof camera. Like I had it tied around my wrist too, which is crazy. But I hit the water so hard, flew off, sunk down, like 10, 15 feet down into the water.
Yeah.
And here I am, like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? So I'm freaking out. I'm like, Graydon, get down here or something. I don't even remember what you were doing.
We were
but
both trying to get the camera.
Yeah.
We took turns trying to swim down there and get that shit.
I fucking swim down all the way, and my ears just like explode.
Yeah,
like so much pressure, just like 15 feet down the water.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Another thing is with pressure like that, especially in water,
That
if you go
affects you,
down too fast or go up too high, you will
forgot what it's
fuck
called.
your shit up.
Exactly.
Like you could
Do you know what it's
blow
called?
up. I do not.
Forgot.
But it will
Yeah.
like permanent
You could die,
fucking-
too.
Yeah. From pressure, whatever.
come on too quick.
Dude,
Yeah.
my ears popped so hard, and I just like all the blood in my head just like disappeared. It was the weirdest thing. I can't even describe it. But I got the camera and I came back up and I was like floating on my back like
That's terrible.
I got it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude.
I remember.
That was fun though. I would say I would do that again.
That was like every time we should jump on that rope, we're like, it's got to be like Uncharted. Every time we got to run and grab on it.
And we were in Cozumel when we did the wave runner, the jet ski.
Oh my! Let me tell this story.
All right.
So, like, we rented a wave runner, and I'm like, all right, I'm driving like a regular motherfucker driving this shit.
Yeah.
And then Billy's like, all right, I'm gonna drive. So like, all right, I'm holding on to the back. I'm like, don't be doing hard ass turns. This motherfucker does the sharpest turn that you could do. I fly off that bitch. I'm skipping on the water. Somebody got a video. I think one of your parents got a video of me fucking skipping because I flew off the back of it. I was like skipping on the water.
I think you did skip like
I skipped on the
Human
water.
rock, dude.
Yeah, I skipped on the water and got like a shit ton of water in my fucking mouth and nose.
That was fun though.
It was fun. It was
the
fun.
same thing happened to my aunt when we were in
Oh my gosh, she told me that
St.
story.
Croix. Yeah.
She was like, fucking send it. And Billy was like, okay.
No, it's funny because she's like, or I was driving, she was on the back, and I was going full speed, and she literally says to me, turn as hard as you can.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, are you
that's
sure?
bad.
And she's like, yeah. And we had to be going like 50, 60 miles an hour. And we're in the ocean, so I'm fighting like the waves and shit too.
Yeah.
And I turn with the waves. I swear to God, I cut it as fucking hard as I could. And she flies off and skips too. And I have to like drive around and then like meet up with her like fucking 15 feet that way because that's how far away she was. And I get over there and she's like, I think I broke my neck.
My favorite part is like whenever people like skip across the water, they're always skipping and it looks so cool. And then that last skip they hit, it's just like all the water forces them to stop.
Hell yeah.
They just come to an abrupt stop.
He knows all about that.
Ow, everything hurt.
What happened, dude? I flew. I was flying.
That's terrible.
That was fun.
I think I still would have rather done that than when we were trying to go to the plantation. That was terrible.
All right, you need to tell that
Yeah,
story.
what's happening here?
Oh,
All right.
God.
So when me and Billy were in St. fucking Croix, me and his mom and Jen was her name, older lady.
Shout out to Jen.
Yeah, shout out to Jen.
She'll remember you.
Yeah, she watches this. Oh, she for sure will remember me. So we're riding in this car. So let's talk about the music selection.
Oh, fucking hell.
This plantation is probably 45 minutes to an hour away, and she played some fucking slow Mumford and Sons shit.
Oh.
And I was already...
She played the whole fucking album.
It was all slow, like, shit. Like, I didn't want to hear it. It is what it is. It's fucking horrible. And meanwhile, when we finally get within 10 minutes of the plantation, the road we have to take is the bumpiest road. I'm talking like craters are in the ground. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there.
That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
It was fucking like, if you hit one of these potholes, you're fucked.
It was me, Billy, and I forgot, Leslie was with us.
Yeah.
And so there's three of us in the back, and I'm sitting on the right, just mad, listening to shitty Mumford and Sons, smashing my head off the top of the car. And then at the one point, I thought it was over, so I kind of just like loosened up, hit one last big bump, slammed my head right off the glass. Billy was dying. And I was like, I was so fucking mad. I was livid. I was like, I don't even want to go to this goddamn plantation anymore. I'm like, can we go back, please? Please, can we go back?
The whole purpose was because you were trying to go to this plantation to take a tour.
First off, I'm the only black guy that will go to a plantation on whatever fucking Independence Day it was for fucking people in St. Croix. I'm like, hey, yeah, let's go to a plantation. Yeah, that's a great idea. We go there. Then the shit's not even open, so we have to turn around down a hill. And next to us...
Go back through the same potholes and shit.
I'm about to say same potholes, but before that, we have to pull a U-turn. Or no, we have to do a 3-point turn.
On a mountain.
Oh, so if she backs up too far, we're going off a cliff.
You're gone.
So... I'm sitting there in the pack. I'm just holding the oh shit handle with my eyes closed. Both hands. Like,
that is the proper name.
Oh my fucking God.
Dude, you can't even describe it so well because it was like, if you're there and you're doing that turn on the mountains, like, you're fucked.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
And we got to what we thought was a plantation. So we weren't even done. And then his mom was like, yeah, it's further down. We've been here. And her and Billy are like, yeah, well, let's go to the plantation. I was like,
I just wanted to watch him suffer.
I was like, this is our fucking sign. This is not the plantation. It's not fucking open. We need to go back after I cracked my head off the fucking thing.
Yeah.
We go another like 5 or 10 miles down this shitty road and we have to turn around and take the whole thing back. And we hit a fucking tree so hard that the girl driving thought we got shot at. Because our windows were open, so it slammed off the inside of the car.
It was like a tree branch that went...
She's like, are we getting shot at? And I was like, no.
She legit thought we got shot at.
Jesus, in charge.
And the whole time, I'm fucking starving. Like, we woke up early and then went on this long-ass trip, and I have had food the entire time.
Dude, the sun just leans on you down there. It is so hot down there. It is unbelievable. Like going to the bathroom and take a piss, you're sweating.
It's not dry. What's dry heat?
It wasn't as humid as I thought it was going to be, but it was humid.
It's not as humid. Like during the time that we were there, it wasn't as humid, but it was still like.
Well, see, the humidity's there and you're sweating, but it's not like when you go to Florida, that humidity is bad.
All you have to say is you're not going to have fun when you have to take a shit. And then that's all you have to know.
Well, I know plenty about that.
Hottest you've been in? We'll go around the table, Graydon. You got a number?
120-degree weather.
Yeah, I can't beat that. I was in like 110.
110, Dev?
Whatever fucking Miss Gomber's class was on the third floor freshman year.
You want to know what's funny? Is Devon sweating right now? I can see the sweat off his forehead.
It's pretty hot in here. I don't get a lot of airflow in the studio. We got 4 large men all breathing the same air. A bunch of dumb mouth breathers talking about dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Let's be honest here. No, dude, that class is bad because I had the sun on the back of my neck reflecting off the roof. And I had to sit next to a fucking wasp nest for the whole semester. And I remember screaming, I'm like, you want me to learn and pay attention? I have fucking wasps behind me. And I remember looking at Brecken, I'm like, Brecken, please tell her about the wasp. She's like, there is wasp. So she's talking about Las Papas Fritos, and I hear the whole fucking time. I'm like, fuck the French fries. I'm fucking done.
Jesus.
Fuck that class.
My God. Fuck the French fries.
To prove my point, she didn't even make it to the next year. She got fired.
Yeah. She literally got fired.
Oh, she did get fired?
Dude, she got Das Boot out that fucking
I
school.
knew she left. I didn't know she got fired.
Like, yeah, because she was bunk. She was trash wang.
She was pretty trash.
Oh, trash wang.
Trash wang.
Fuck that.
Devon, now that we got you here from the St. Croix trip, you know, you really have to fucking update your playlist.
From South Carolina.
If we're gonna, all right, motherfucker, we're about to talk about this. So y'all gonna start talking shit about my music?
No, I'm not.
My biggest beef is not with you, actually. It's with you, Vince.
Oh, what would I do?
Because I heard you were bitching about the music and you didn't say one thing on the trip. And I said multiple times, if you don't want to hear my music, connect to the fucking speaker. I said it multiple times and nobody did it.
Devon, let me just explain my issue. You
were in the car with me. You kind of had no choice.
No, and I was okay with the music for the first fucking 2 times that I heard it, and then I heard it on repeat the entire week.
And yeah.
You kept those same playlists the entire week that I had to hear.
Oh no!
And it was like,
in my defense, I kept saying, if you don't want to hear my shit, connect to the fucking speaker.
And then I play my shit, and everybody else is bitching.
I didn't say one fucking word.
I know you did.
I'm not saying. I said
I'm
nothing.
not saying that you were. I'm just saying that as soon as I complain about Devon shit and try to change it, everybody else complains.
I was about to say that was not my fault.
All right. I think general rule is I'll listen to your music, but you got to match the mood. It can't be like 8 a.m. and you're freaking.
No, I think you don't fucking replay the same songs 18 times. That's all.
I definitely didn't play the same songs 18 times. I played similar songs a lot. Not similar. I mean, the same songs a couple of times.
Bullshit.
You act like every single song was a repeat. Like I played the same playlist from the top to the bottom.
There doesn't need to be arguing on this
podcast.
podcast.
I hear you. This is an A-B conversation, so see your way out and let us hash this out. We gotta hash this out.
Anyways.
Break time. There you go.
Vince, where can we listen to this podcast? This glorious talking of shit.
Shitheads.
Before and after hours. No business. Just talk about random stuff. All right. Basically anywhere. Apple, Spotify. I'll take that.
Pornhub, we're still certified.
Everywhere else.
Shut the hell up.
We're going to be on YouTube. I just got to catch up on that.
We're also going to be on X video.
As soon as this comes out, we will be caught up, so you don't have to worry about that. Did you say X video? Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break.
Alright, after hours, we're going to be wrapping up here soon. Just a few more topics and then we'll let you go. So far, just to recap, talked about, we just finished up with Billy yelling at Devon.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, how'd that go?
When was that?
Did you guys settle that?
Just now?
This has been It's been quite a wild ride. This podcast has been quite.
That's what Before and After Hours is.
This
it's
is
a wild
only
ride.
the first one with
Shaky.
you guys.
That was the second one you guys done, right?
Third.
Second one?
Third, yeah, we did one with Sean so far. So
Sean, like your
Sean. So it was
He's
interesting.
not my boss. He could suck a dick.
Yeah, I mean, he's on
probably will.
Suck my dick.
Almost fell there.
It's awesome. In his chair.
About to fell during the podcast.
In his chair, extremely low to the ground, almost fell.
What do you got, man?
I got nothing. I think we hit every story.
Not everyone.
No.
There's too many.
Okay.
We've gone
Vince,
for another
we're not
3
even
hours.
like close to halfway.
Could have gone on for another 3 hours.
That's why
on
we're
that
having them again on.
Well, we picked
in a
my
future
worst
episode.
moment.
Your worst moment?
Well,
Yeah,
not
I
worst
think we
moment.
could
We talked
go
about me
more.
being drunk.
We could talk about when you,
No. We're moving away from mine. So
Here, guys, I'm going to tell the story about when Vince broke his ankle.
mic, please.
Yeah, we're not going to
Except
cut
please.
my mic, please. So let's talk about. All right, so in sixth grade. 6th grade. Oh, even better.
No one cares about 6th grade.
Hey,
Let him
fun fact,
tell the story.
Shut up. So Vince thought he was cool and went to go dunk a basketball in a 5th grader's hoop. Went, shattered his ankle in a million pieces.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that story is when a bunch of 5th graders came up and they looked at me like, "Should we kick him?"
Yeah. One threw a ball at my foot.
They
Yeah.
literally threw it at his foot. Yeah. And his shit was fucked up.
That's okay. I can tell the story about when Devon tore his entire
I set my
leg.
knee to
20
the shadow
fucking
roll.
karate kicks.
I can tell that story. That's up to Vince. You want me to tell the story
Do
or
it.
no?
Do it. I want to hear it.
It's going to be a long story. It's going to take up the remainder of the
And then
podcast,
we'll
probably.
cap it off, right?
So, all right. So, this is like what, 9th period, Devon? It's 8th period. It's like 8th. It's 8th period. 8th period. I remember.
Period, yeah.
It's 8th period. I'm going to strength and fitness, and Devon's sitting in Putnam lobby, deciding to talk with Tyler App that he can kick his hand in the air.
Tyler,
So-
let's preface that I wasn't just saying, "Yeah, I could fucking ninja kick."
Well, you guys were
Tyler
talking
came
about
up to me and said, "I bet you if I hold my hand up here, you can't kick my hand."
Yes,
And that's why
yes.
I did it.
And
to
Devon's
begin
like,
with.
"Yeah, I can." I'm standing there watching him like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" Next thing I know, Devon tries to kick.
I black dynamite.
His leg went all the way up, and as it's going up, Tyler decides to grab his leg and pull it up higher than it needs to go.
No, he grabbed my leg out of the fucking air because he's a piece of shit.
Grabbed it.
And so what happened is he had my right leg in the air, so when I left the ground and landed on my left leg, it turned my body, so my planted foot, it just twisted my leg and
like he tore
my shit. Fall down and scream?
I just fell down and was like, oh!
He was like, oh! And everybody there was laughing because they're like, oh, Devon's fine. Oh,
really? He's
laughing. Everybody's like, he's fine. Next thing I know, Devon's face is as white as the fucking shelf over there. He's pale. And I was like, oh man, he's actually hurt.
Pale and sweating.
He's actually hurt. He looked at me, he's like, please man, you gotta get the nurse. I'm like, all right. I'm like, Riley, go get the nurse, man. He's like, all right.
Riley and Kai.
They go get the nurse. Next thing I know, they come flying down that like Putnam lobby over by like the gym, like over by the locker rooms. They come flying down there in a wheelchair.
Slamming the wheelchair
Riley's pushing the wheelchair at maximum speed and
slamming Kai off the walls, screaming.
Kai's in the wheelchair. They're fucking flying down. Devon gets in the wheelchair, and then I'm pushing him to the nurse's office. I'm like, all right, we're gonna take the elevator. He's like, all right. Before we get in the elevator, I'm trying to get him like over the little hump that's in the elevator. Every time we hit that hump, Devon's like, oh, my knee.
He gave me like 3 soft pushes and it wasn't working. He's like, sorry. Rams me up and I'm like, sorry. Oh, my leg.
We get in the elevator, go upstairs. I'm like, all right, we're gonna get out. Hurt his knee for that, getting out. I'm like, all right, we gotta get in the nurse's office now. Another bump. I'm like, we gotta get in. I'm like trying to get him in, ram his ass into the door, his fucking kneecap. Oh! Gets in the nurse's office. I'm like, his knee is extremely messed up. You're going to have to take care of him. She's like, all right, go down, continue my day. That's where you take over.
So I get to the nurse's office. Graydon drops me off. He leaves. The nurse is like, all right, so what happened? I'm like, my knee's messed up. Like, I hurt it really bad. I don't know what's wrong with that. I think it's broken. And she's like, okay, sweetie, we're going to just go have you lay on the bed. So she's wheeling me into, like, the side room with the bed in it.
Yeah.
Just immediately, first thing she does, slams me right into the door. And then I'm sitting there, and, like, it was crippling pain. Like, the pain hurt so bad, I couldn't, like, hear what she was saying. And I just partially hear her say, oh, these old wheelchairs are way bigger than the new ones. And she's slamming me into the fucking door. So then finally I get into the room. I'm laying down on the bed. And she has one of those school ice packs. You know, the one that are turned 0 degrees within 2 minutes? Mm-hmm. I had that on my leg for an hour. You're supposed to only have it on for 15 minutes. I had a freezer burn on my fucking leg from this goddamn ice pack. You know, I'm sitting there in my head. I'm like, how am I going to get home? I'm supposed to work today, and there's no way I can go get my car down Putnam. I couldn't even stand. And so I'm like talking to the nurse. I'm like, can I have a friend drive me home? She's like, yeah, you got to call your mom or whatever. We're not supposed to do that. Like, technically, you have to take yourself home. I'm like, bitch.
What?
I can't even walk. You want me to drive myself? You want me to walk to my car, then proceed to drive myself home? It's not happening. So I ended up calling my mom and saying, can a friend drive the car? And she's like, yeah. So then I'm wondering, like, who am I going to get to drive my car?
Did you need permission?
Yeah, she made me call.
Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah,
keep going.
I couldn't walk. The nurse is looking at me and going,
permission.
My fucking knee.
Fucking suck it up, pussy.
Yeah, and then so I text Philip. I'm like, hey man, I need you to take me home. Like, I hurt my knee really bad. He's like, okay, I can take you home.
Was he in class?
No, he had 8th hour study hall too.
Oh, okay.
So he was gonna have, or me and him were both gonna have early release 9th hour. Yeah. So I text Phil, and then like 5 minutes goes by. And the fucker's not in the nurse's office. Yeah. I'm like, yo, where the fuck are you? I'm trying to go home. I need to go to the hospital. And he texts me, he's like, not gonna lie to you, bro. Taking a shit. I'll be there soon. Kid's taking a 20-minute shit as I'm sitting there with my knee with this goddamn fucking ice pack on my goddamn leg. Then he finally gets in the office with the shit-eating grin on his face. And I'm like, all right, well, let's fucking go. He goes and gets my car, and we drive back. And then later on, when we finally go to a fucking knee specialist, he goes and he's like, yeah, you messed your knee up pretty bad. Partially torn ACL, whatever CL, partially torn meniscus, completely tore something else. My knee was fucking shot. And I just fell everywhere I had to go. When that first week it was hurt, I just fell in my house everywhere I needed to go. I couldn't stand. It was brutal.
Jeez. Your knee's still not good, is it, huh?
It's not bad. It didn't help. Let's tell another quick story. When we were in St. Croix, first night we get there, Devon gets hammered and
gets fucking
puke
hammered.
in the toilet, slam. I don't know if I slid or tripped, slammed my knee off the toilet, my bad knee, so hard. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm hungover and I'm in bed like,
I'm like, Devon, we gotta get up. We're going to the beach.
I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. And I showed Billy, and my left knee was like twice the size of my right leg. And his mom came and she's like, Jesus Christ, like this is bad. Like, and I'm hungover, so I'm just like, I just want water.
Bro, it's funny because it was the first fucking night.
The first day got hammered. All we had was shitty. I had like a fucking biscuit at fucking South Carolina airport before we even got there. It was terrible.
Then I'm making you fucking rum drinks.
Yeah, let's preface. I was fine, and then Billy made me a drink, and then I was fucked. So, shout out to Billy's drink
Our fans
making.
have heard of Billy's drink making. That's
Wait,
for sure.
there's nothing wrong with it. I made Graydon a good drink tonight.
Good.
Yeah.
Not bad stuff.
Yeah, it was good until I fucking 0-100 my knee through the fucking toilet. The porcelain.
Just don't do that.
You and your knees.
I porcelain piled my knee into the fucking goddamn toilet. It was fucked.
It's got them bad.
He doesn't even know if you actually did that or not. You see, you don't even know what happened. You don't even know if you hit your knee on that or was something else.
Yeah, I do, because I definitely remember hearing kunk when I slammed my knee off the fucking toilet, because the toilet has a pretty distinct sound when you hit it. So
I remember sleeping and then hearing him in the bathroom. I was like, what's going on in there? And I just went back to sleep.
Yeah, he probably just heard.
And then I fucking get up the next morning. I'm like, Devon, you gotta clean this shit up, man.
I thought I just puked in the toilet.
There was shit all over like the fucking towel and the fucking.
Yeah, my towel for some reason had a bunch of shit all over, and it was still in my bag. I'm like,
Hey, we're lucky I'm not talking about when Devon threw up on my couch.
That's coming later.
Listen, we can
That'll
talk
be a
about when
different.
you throw up.
Yeah,
but
I'll
we're not
admit it.
going to.
I'll admit when that
I never
happens.
said I'm not going to admit it.
Yeah, but that story I'm talking about is going to take like an entire podcast, so that'll be.
We'll save it. We'll save it for next time
Next
because
time.
that's a good hook.
I agree.
We're gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
Gonna roll right in it.
Oh my god.
Spoiler.
I didn't spoil nothing. All right, Devon, Graydon, first time on the podcast. Thoughts?
Great.
I wish Graydon wasn't here.
Well, I won't be here. I'll be dead.
Oh my god!
Shit.
Fucking negative.
That's the end of the podcast. No,
Said I wish I wasn't here.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you next week, before and after.
Hey, you
Alright.
can't sing that. It's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Fucking before and after podcast.
All right, we're still waiting on that
freestyle.
freestyle.
I'm not
It was great.
fucking
It's great.
freestyling.
if we get the music for him, can he do it?
Not freestyle, but I can give you guys. I can write a jingle.
You gotta write it first.
Dang,
Huh?
you gotta
Yeah,
do it
I
on
can-
the spot, man.
I'm not gonna do it on the spot.
Why not?
That's even better if you can do it on the spot.
Yeah, it's even better. But guess what? I can't fucking do it, so I'm not.
Okay,
doing it.
well then he's gotta write it.
Also,
I'm watching this.
wanna hear-
I'm watching the sweat literally drip off your forehead right
I'm a
now.
fat bastard. For some reason, this booger story.
All right, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Did you ever hear the story? Keith told me about this. It has to do with Katie. I'm name dropping because it's one of the. It's a bad. It's
Cut
a,
it.
It's not a bad story.
Cut.
It's not a good story. I'm gonna tell the story anyway, so
Mark.
we're gonna fucking cut it. Fucking. Keith watched Katie pull a booger out of her nose, and then she asked Keith, "Is this part of my brain?" So big.
She asked that.
I remember this because Keith asked me, he's like, "That shit was gross, man." That was fucking in elementary school. I think 4th grade. That's how long ago that was.
Holy fuck!
She's like, "This part of my brain, it's so big."
Holy fuck! Cut
Do
that
we
shit.
can't cut that
Nah,
out.
you keep that in
No.
there.
Cut.
Katie Hall,
Let's
here's
cut.
to you, kid.
just cut the name. That's all you gotta do.
Cut.
Oh my god.
That thing's gone. Camera
Just
one's
cut
gone.
Katie
Camera
and-
1 is dead. Camera 2, how you feeling?
That'd be so great if he just fucking died right there.
Oh my god.
All right, I think we gotta wrap this up and actually just hang out ourselves. Don't have to worry about mics anymore. That's before and after hours. Third one we've done. It's always fun.
It's been a pleasure, man.
You never know what to expect from it. It's random conversations. These are two of the best to do it. So thank you guys for coming in.
Any last words? Sire?
That's all, folks.
Can you say that?